the legendary status inside of yourself.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are on day 3 of 4 of the USA Powerlifting Collegiate Nationals. We are here at the Georgia International Congress Center?
National
Convention Center. Sorry about that. We're here at the Georgia International Convention Center in College Park, just south of Atlanta, right next to the Hartsfield Jackson Airport. My name is Benjamin Quach. I'm here joined by
Raj. Have a big day of lifting ahead of us. A lot of our, larger weight classes starting to show up, and we're starting off today's session with the men's 82.5 kilo weight class. We're getting lifted very shortly. And right now, as you might see, we have the overall team standings for the raw men's categories. Very strong showing by, I guess, 3 expected favorites so far. UTSA and
Please join us in a moment of silence for the national anthem. And the lifting will be underway shortly. As UV stated earlier, this first session will be the 82 and a halves. It will be the 82 and a half raw and equipped. You will find the equipped lifters on platform 4 and the equipped lifters also on platform 3. There will also be a mixture of raw lifters as well. Starting us off on platform 3, we have Oan Tran with 165. Platform 2, Bram Lebovitz, 210.
And as you might notice, people at home may be wondering why 82 and a half men's division is their own session. And as you might know, it's one of the largest and most competitive weight classes in powerlifting in general. So you'll see some very big numbers.
Stay tuned for that. Very exciting numbers. Platform 1, we got Nathan Pan coming up, 187 and a half for his opener. And let's dive a little bit into how crucial their openers should be.
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously opener choice on the squat, especially in these heavier weight classes, is going to depend because you're going to see people opening pretty low and then maybe taking bigger jumps. So can't really judge a lot off, but lifting is starting to get underway. Getting all energized for this opener, bringing that intent.
One on platform 3. Springs right up from the squat.
Nathan with very easy 187 and a half there.
Don't worry, there's a short blackout on our end, and we are back.
We are back. And I believe it was a good lift for both Graham and Nathan on platforms 1 and 2 for their openers. We have Matthew Albazadi. Matthew Albazadi, a hometown favorite here in Georgia, coming from Kennesaw State University.
Matthew squat on platform 4, got 3 white lights. Up next is John Ogle. On platform 3, we have TJ Rodriguez with 180 keys.
Matthew walking out with 195 here.
2 Matthews, platforms 1 and 2.
Oh. See how they do here.
Solid squat from TJ, 3 white lights. And 2 out of 3 for John on platform 4. Now let's talk a little bit about what gives us these white lights, you know.
For sure, and that's 3 whites for Matthew as well, and actually both Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 white lights, you know, these are basically confirmation given by the judges to say whether or not your lift is a good lift. All you need are 2 out of 3 white lights. 1 is for each of the judges. You have 2 side judges, and 1 side judge. And in the squat, they're mainly looking for continuous motion and making sure you achieve that. We can talk a little bit about them.
Well, with depth, what we're looking for is the hip crease to go below the top of your knee. And what you're going to see is a bunch of different types of depth. On platform 2 with Mark Jones, absolutely nailing what I mean. But unfortunately doesn't show it from the center and the side. Now, we are at the national level, so judging is very strict here. But you just have to be at the top of your game at this point.
Sure. Now, Joshua, I actually ran into him at DNA Strength, the nearby powerlifting gym 2 days back. Very, very nice man. Very dialed in with his training. Let's see how he does here. And a very smooth 205 kilos squat open there on platform 1.
A bit of a pause from Steven Randall on platform 4 representing University of Pittsburgh. He doesn't seem very satisfied from his opener. Hopefully he finds what's wrong with it.
And you know, I think the interesting part about these openers is that it's those nerves, right? Especially for some of these first-time national level athletes. Sometimes it's just the nerves making it a little more difficult, but it might be compared to training.
That is definitely true. I know for some of these athletes, it could be their second or maybe even third meet ever, but definitely when it's your first national level meet, it means something very special. A very speedy opener from platform 1 by Aaron Chen.
And Hakeem unable to get the first squat on platform 2.
A smooth squat from Dalton Carson representing Air Force, platform 4.
And we have another hometown favorite, Michael Jawara here. Mr. Big Mike Fitness, as we like to call him.
BMF.
School, BMF. The crowd's getting all riled up now. We're heading well into our squats. This fight.
The Raging Cajuns making a showing at 8 in the morning for Zachary Robin. 200 keys on his back for his opener on platform 4.
And Gregory on platform 3, opening with our first 500 squat, I believe. Oh my goodness, Big Mike Fitness. That was a very fast opener. I'm surprised.
Hey, blink and you miss it. Blink and you miss it. That's how fast these openers should be, truly.
Exactly.
But you can see that there's varying styles in squats, right? The more controlled squats, such as Danny Lawrence from FIU on platform 1.
Deadlift.
But you'll also find, like, you know, the more dive bombing kind of squat, right? So that'll definitely get help the lifter right out of the hole, but it can be very inconsistent for them.
For sure, for sure. I mean, again, all the our lifters here have just practicing as much as for them, but as you'll see, it's a lot, very diverse, as Ben has said. Especially comparing raw to equipped, you know, squatting in wraps versus squatting in sleeves. I know a lot of these sleeves have gotten very stiff in the past few months, but it's still very different, isn't it?
Oh, very much so. Like, it can be very stiff, but there's also a ruling for that, and there's a new ruling for how thick the knee sleeves should be, and that's gonna help level the playing field a little bit, so no one's coming out there with too strict of a knee sleeve.
For sure. And now platform 1, we just Jaden, unfortunately, missing his opener there.
Platform 4, we have Callum with 210 getting set under the bar.
And Jackson, another favorite here in Georgia from KSU, giving out a heart to his, I'm assuming his friends and family in the crowd. Jackson moving up from the 75-kilo class to 82.
That is something super notable about him. I remember in the off season, he came into every training session, beef and rice.
He's put the work in that quality weight, and you can see it there. Very nice opener, just shy.
A solid squat on platform 2 from Dylan Mora. And an even better squat on platform 3 from Braden. Let's see how the judges like it.
Looks like that's
2 out of 3 white lights.
Good lift.
Good lift, good lift.
2 out of 3 is all you need.
Platform 4, we have Joshua Barnhill, 210 for his opener.
Yes, on platform 2, taking out the big 220 keys here.
Large 220 keys.
Oh yeah, great opener.
And that's going to be a no lift for Joshua on platform 4.
Very speedy 501-pound opener there for Josiah, and he is excited. You know when you hit a big opener like that and it's fast, it's a promising sign of things to come. I think he's excited for that.
For sure. The crowd is hyped right now. Kobe fam coming out to the platform on platform 2, 225 on his back. Speedy opener from Serenio on platform 4.
Very nice opener there from Kobe. He knows. Walks it off.
He does walk off confidently, but unfortunately he did not hit def there.
Kyle also getting a similar call from the center and right ref.
The judges will not give it to you. You really got to sink your squats here.
Exactly. And again, I think, we have another Georgia Tech lifter here, Austin Hutchison.
Austin Hutchinson walking out with 237.5 on his back. And here's Jared on platform 3 with 250.
Oh my goodness, Austin. Austin being handled by one of our previous commentators from our first day of lifting. And he's going to be something to look out for. His squat has really blown up.
It's going to be a no lift from Jared on platform 3. These first openers, a lot of them are going to be called on def, and that's something that we've seen time and time again throughout the sessions and even the past days.
Sure, we have Nathan here kicking off our second attempts on platform 1. 7.5 kilo jump. I think an appropriate jump. You know, you'll see a lot of these bigger jumps as we head into heavier weight classes, especially.
Solid
nice
opener from platform 4 by Lance, representing Louisiana Tech.
And Nathan repping that A7 singlet. Now, shout out A7. They've had a very big presence here in the powerlifting community. And they're actually one of the largest sponsors for the USAPL. If you're attending the venue in person, they will have a booth for you to purchase some of their high-quality goods. And they've been in business since 2015. I think actually Georgia local and based.
That is true, Marietta.
So shout out A7, getting all our athletes some quality gear.
Here's Matthew Albazadi on platform 1, 205 for his second choice.
And on platform 3, is that a 257.5 kilo opener?
257.5, but just you wait till the next number. I'm going to hold it for you. Let's see how Quinn goes.
And Matthew hitting 205 there. Now, I don't think he's squatted heavier than that in training, or that's around his training max for this block. I know he's been dealing with recovering from an injury, but that is a very, very promising sign.
Very promising sign. Are we so back?
I think we are back. I think we are back.
Here's Benjamin Edelman on platform 4, representing Northeastern. Bit of a grinder of 227.5. See how the judges like it. 3 white lights.
Hakeem here in the Akatsuki knee sleeves. Now he has to retake this weight from his first attempt. Let's see if he can get on the board here.
Come on, Hakeem.
Oh.
Looks like the strength is just not there right now. He has one more try, but he needs that try to stay in the meet. A solid opener from Michael Lewis with 265 on platform 3. It gets heavier. He's going to go heavier for sure.
Nick hitting a really smooth 215 opener back on platform 1. And we have Joshua coming out again, taking that 10-kilo jump, taking 215.5.
Platform
kilos.
3, we have Owen Tran walking out. He's planning to retake 165 after missing due to a technicality.
Now, one of the rules here in powerlifting is that you cannot lower your weight selection as attempts progress. So this is where, you know, weight selection is very key, and while you might see some people taking openers that seem a lot easier than others, sometimes it's just about getting that total on the board.
Right.
That is a good lift for Joshua on platform 1.
Owen on platform 3 absolutely sinks his squat, and now he's in the meet.
Matthew on platform 2. Oh, very smooth 215 there. Definitely has 5 more keys, I would say.
He's going to go for 485 next, maybe.
That'd be big. Big meet. Awesome. Good lift for Matthew there.
Platform 4, we have Holden Hodges stepping out to 245 for his opener.
Aaron Chen coming all the way from the West Coast here, taking 220 as a very fast second. He's one of our bigger jumps here in terms of selection. 15 keys, that's
roughly 30 pounds.
30-pound jumps is no joke. So if that tracks, you might have something big for a third spot here.
For sure. TJ Rodriguez, after nuking his squat.
Very nice squat there. You know, the interesting thing when you look at individual squatting in wraps versus sleeves is that, you know, the squat pattern is a lot different. When you're in wraps, you're sort of fighting that tension so tight on your knees. Achieving depth can be more of a challenge sometimes.
Right, and that's why they have that more controlled descent, right? Whereas you'll see some of our squatters in knee sleeves, they'll absolutely, some of them will either control it on the way down or they'll sink it, like, off the bat, off the start. We call that dive bombing.
Yeah, yeah. Now Jaden did not fortunately get his opener. Only took a 2.5 key jump, and that is a good lift for Jaden. He's on the board.
Chase taking a 5-kilo jump. It's a good lift for him. He's hyped about it. John Ogle representing the Vols. 7.5 key jump for him. That's a good lift.
Graham representing the one and only UCLA. Taking 225 here for a second. Very good attempt selection there. Let's see what the judges say. Little high. And it's a good lift.
It's a good lift.
2 out of 3 is all you need.
No.
We have Danny getting ready. Also taking a 15-kilo jump. Now, one of our larger jumps as well. And now, Ben, what are your thoughts on, you know, squatting in more of a slow fashion versus a fast fashion? What do you think the benefits might be? Let's see.
So with that slow fashion, you can really, you know, concentrate and like really feel the tension, the tightness. But the thing is, you have to have the endurance for that, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in a fast fashion, you're just gonna have to send it. And in most cases, people have nailed it down. But in others, it's not pure luck, but like I said earlier, it's very inconsistent. Ooh, Michael on platform 2 missing 227.
Now 227.5 is his all-time PR, and so maybe it might just be technique there, but he has one more chance. He got it.
Looked like something was off of his shoulder. Hopefully nothing too terrible is wrong with him.
Jackson here taking 232.5 keys. I believe he'll be going for 240 roundabout for his third.
Jackson.
Come on, Jackson. Nice.
That's a solid squat from him. And that was an even more amazing squat from Gregory on platform 3. He missed his first attempt, took a 10-kilo jump, and absolutely sinks it the second time around.
And the energy that the crowd has right now this early in the morning, especially since I know some of them have been attending the last 2 days of competing as well, we gotta give it up. If you're someone who's supporting your teammates coming all the way from across the country to watch them lift, shout out them. They're the real MVP.
You guys are definitely the real MVPs, for sure. Here's Brennan with a nice squat on 240.
My goodness.
Hey, if he keeps that up, 260 is definitely there.
Kyle retaking 235. Moved a little deeper this time. Let's see what the judges say. Good lift.
Here's Brandon on platform 4, getting set to squat 197.5. That's a 15-key jump again.
Dylan fighting. Come on. Get to that 230.
Nice. That's a solid squat from the Gator Dylan, platform 2. Up next, we have the Seminole 8-ish, planning a squat 240.
Zaya also taking 240 on platform 1. Now we're really heading into some of the larger, more impressive squatting territory right now. 240, also a big milestone here.
Yep.
Oh, sinks it. Oh.
Ooh.
That was kind of fast.
Beautiful squat from Josiah. We have an Aggie stepping out on platform 3, Edgar. He's going for 245 for his second attempt. And Sebastian Kraus, representing Northeastern, going for 212.5 for his second on platform 4.
And wow, Austin.
Oh, fight, Sebastian. Come on. Fight.
Very nice. Very well executed. Edgar walking out 245. He is here on platform 3. And we have Austin getting ready for a 252 kilosecond. I believe this is an all-time PR.
That is crazy. And I know he's very new to powerlifting too.
And we're on to thirds here on platform 1. The energy is shifting. Nathan with 202.5 keys.
Come on, Nathan.
Let's go. Very well done, Nathan.
And that was a great squat by Edgar. 3 white lights for him on platform 3.
Great start for Nathan here to this day. Austin taking a big brace here. Oh my goodness, Austin Hutchison.
That is crazy. That looked like an opener almost.
I have no idea where Austin's top end squat strength is, and it's a little scary, honestly.
Hakeem, his back is in the corner on platform 2. He needs this squat. In the past 2 attempts, he has failed because of strength. Let's see if he can dial in his tech and pull through.
Matthew Albazadi here taking 212.5 keys for his third attempt. And Braden on platform 3 smokes 247.5 kilos there. Very well done.
Platform 4, Joshua Barnhill stepping out to 215. Missed 210, but decided to take a 5-kilo jump.
Oh my goodness. Let's go, Matthew. He is all smiles. You know, he has worked hard to recover from his injury from his earlier meets. And, well, you can't ask for a better third than that.
Right. 3 for 3 for squats. You love it. Come
on, Hakeem.
No. Unfortunately, Hakeem is out of this meet. We call that bombing out. So that means Hakeem will not be able to enter a qualifying total, nor will he be able to score any points for the University of South Carolina.
But as you probably will see, he will still have the ability to compete the rest of the meet, and probably will, and I think still score some personal PRs in his book the rest of the lives. And we have Nick here taking 220 for a very fast third attempt there.
Here's Mark Jones walking out with 220 on platform 2.
And we have a 262.5 kilo second attempt on platform 3. Now, platform 3, I believe some of our higher qualifying total lifters for this session. So you'll see some lifters here trying to go for those, junior nationals and raw nationals qualifying totals, which is coming up, I believe, in September.
That is true. So the qualifying totals that they're looking for is 682.5 keys for the men's raw open, but for the junior total, it's going to be 665 keys.
And Joshua smokes 227.5 kilos. Man, I did not know Joshua had that. Let's go.
Zach smoked 250, but unfortunately could not get 262
All
up.
right, Michael. He is the self-proclaimed Batman of Georgia Tech and probably all Georgia. Come on, we need to see this 501. I've seen him hit it in training. Can he execute this on the platform?
Michael needs this.
The aggression. Come on, Michael. Fight for it. Pushing. Let's go.
Michael's known to grind when he needs it.
He is excited. Let's go.
Hopefully he carries this momentum into bench. Here's Callum on platform 4. Bit of a struggle. Pops out regardless. 10 kilo jump from his first onto his second.
Aaron also a very easy third there on platform 1. We have a pretty big showing from the West Coast here from both UC Berkeley and UCLA.
UCLA, UC Irvine.
Yeah, making the commute over all the way to the other coast. And now 275 keys for a second attempt by Michael Lewis. Now that is well into, I believe, the 600-pound range here for a squat.
That is true.
Now Bram taking 230 here on platform 2. He's pushing through. Can he finish the lift? And unable.
Unfortunate to see there. Here's Benjamin Edelman getting set for 232.5 on his back on his second attempt on platform 4.
Exact same weight on platform 1. Jaden DeRosa taking 232.5 kilos. Let's see how he does here. He's been second attempt was very strong.
Tune into platform 3, a monster squat from Michael Lewis. 275 on his second attempt.
Ooh.
Will they call him for that?
Not at all.
3 white lights. He walks away with a win with that. He's 2 for 2 for squats. Will he go for 285 next?
And Jackson here taking the 2.5 kilo jump. Very smart call by his handler. You know, looking like he wants to prioritize registering a full total.
Yeah.
235 keys is still no joke.
Good catch from our spotters and loaders on platform 4 for Benjamin Edelman. Unfortunately, it was a miss.
Matthew Perez on platform 2 finished his third attempt, going 3 for 3 so far on the day.
Kobe Pham on platform 2 absolutely needs this squat to enter the meet. If he doesn't get it, he will bomb out.
Come on, Kobe. The crowd is getting extra riled up for this. See it.
Come on, Kobe.
Yup. Oh, that is an excellent squat there. Way to bounce back. And you know, I think sometimes when you see lifters, especially head into.
Oh, it was a no lift.
Oh, looks like it was most likely a depth call there.
He could try to contest that. We'll see.
Was it? Yes. No. And Kyle here walking out for 240 on the third attempt for his squat.
Here's TJ deciding to take 200 on platform 3.
Very well done.
Nice job, TJ. He gets to walk away 3 for 3 with squats.
Oh yeah, and he's excited. Kyle here, getting ready on the bar, and Arjun Singh taking 232.5
Platform
keys.
4, Grant Cook stepping out 237.5. A bit of a grinder from Arjun on platform 2.
Nice.
A beautiful squat from him. And a fast squat from Grant on platform 4 as well.
And Kyle, big brace here for 240, sinks it, come on. Kyle. Oh, loses balance there.
Good catch from our spotters and loaders there.
Very good catch from our spotters and loaders. So another rule there that lifters have to consider, you know, having balance throughout the entire lift. You can't have any up or down motion, no shifting of the feet or, you know, losing feet position at the top or the bottom. You are allowed to rock back and forth before starting the squat, but you have to keep it one continuous motion. So
that is true. A fight from Chase on platform 3. Ooh, but a no lift.
Dylan taking 232.5 kilos here.
That's a 2.5 key jump from his second. Fight, Dylan, come on.
You know, it's crazy to think a lot of our athletes here are already squatting well into the 500s. I mean, you might even say they're squatting more than your favorite NFL wide receiver. So
True.
They don't even actually play football. I mean, we have some real athletes here
Holden unfortunately misses his second attempt. He does have one more try at it, but he's going to need that third try to get into the meet.
And Danny gets 3 whites there for his third attempt. 3 for 3 on the day. And Josiah taking a big jump here. 15 keys, crossing 562 pounds.
Another 15 key jump on platform 2 with a dash. And a grinder from Luke on platform 3.
Well done.
Representing Indiana proud.
A dash,
Lights,
fighting for it. Nice. He's all smiles.
All smiles. Looks like the Seminoles are over the Gators right now so far.
And Josiah taking a big brace here. This is a massive squat for an 82.5, and he made it look like it was nothing. That could have been a second attempt easily.
Could have.
And he looks to the crowd, showing his support. Great day for him so far, and we are done with Flight A on Platform 1.
We are flying through squats here on Platform 3.
Austin, I have never seen this before in training from Austin. 265 loaded up for a third attempt. Now Austin has a chip on his shoulder. We have a podcast here for powerlifters in Georgia, and somebody on the podcast called him out, saying he would not be able to hit 60 kilos. And he has been extra motivated to hit that total today. Let's see how he does.
Honestly, you need that fire lit under you to motivate you. Austin needs this 265.
Come on, Austin. Oh, my goodness.
Wrong.
This is
275 was there.
This is Austin's second meet.
That is
ever.
Insane. A beautiful squat from Matthew on platform 4. Great third attempt by him.
And Randy opening up our second fight here on platform 1 with 200 keys.
A bit of a grinder from Robert on platform 3, representing Army. Oh, but he goes down. He does get to walk away with 245, though.
I believe our second fight on platform 2 is also beginning to start. 180 keys here for Connor. Again, from our California schools right there, very fast.
Platform 4, we have John stepping out with 200 for his final attempt on squats. See how he does.
Now,
ooh, unfortunately, he doesn't get it.
Now, Ben, as I think one thing we might see is that as we head into these mid-range, heavier weight classes, a lot of our athletes will be, instead of eating up into the weight class, or rather cutting down, sort of make weight. And now, early morning weigh-ins, I think there's both an advantage and disadvantage. Obviously, waking up is not that fun.
No.
But morning weight, you're always going to be your lightest.
That is true. And it's going to be very unfamiliar for these 82.5s for sure, because they are probably used to lifting more towards the end of the day.
Correct. But we have Trent here from Auburn.
A grinder from Steven on platform 4.
And Trent, I believe, taking his time here. So you do have a full minute to start and execute that lift. Does not seem like a lot on paper, but I believe when you're in the moment, I mean, that full minute seems like an eternity. So he's taking his time here.
That full minute definitely seems like an eternity, and some of these lifters do have a long ritual and a fast squat from Trent on platform 1.
Trent, also a very big squatter. I think he's looking to take some very big jumps today.
Can't wait to see it. On platform 2, we have Yoon Sub. He's getting ready for 205.
Edgar here taking his third attempt of 255 on platform 3.
That is no easy feat. The Aggies are going to need this if they want to overtake Midland with the men's raw.
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Edgar.
And Edgar regaining that center of mass there. Cameron, very nice 205 opener. He's all smiles. In the UMass SBD singlet. Very nice to see there. And yes, as Ben just previously mentioned, Texas A&M is one of our top 3 schools in the men's raw division so far for team scoring, within striking distance, honestly, of first place. And so, Ben, would you mind speaking a little bit about how team scoring actually works?
So with team scoring, there are 4 team categories: raw and equipped, women and men. Only lifters who are registered as point scoring can score points. Only 2 scoring athletes per weight class. The first 9 placings are each scored as 12, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Any lifter who registers a total out of those placings earns 1 team point. Only the point scores of the 7 best placed lifters of each team will be counted for the team points.
So very important to get a podium spot. And Easton, oh my goodness, 207.5 keys, moving very fast there. Representing the University of Georgia.
Go Dogs.
I'm sorry,
but
I can't
it's
say
a no
that
lift for
Easton.
Easton.
But no lift there. And another Georgia school, I believe.
Georgia State, 210 from Kier. Let's see how this opener moves. Smooth opener from Kier on platform 2.
And we have Luis getting ready to come out here, representing the University of Michigan for a 210 squat.
Braden
opener.
representing University of Cincinnati, walking out 257.5. Oh, in a smooth 257.5. Had plenty more in the tank. Let's see how bench moves.
Very nice.
Platform 4,
there.
Callum, 225 for his final attempt. And it's a grinder on the way up. Gets it nonetheless. Let's see how the judges like it. That's a good lift. Here's Zach, previously missing 262.5. He's back for vengeance on platform 3. Let's see if he gets it here.
And he smokes 215 keys on platform 2 for his opener, representing Rutgers University. Let's see how Zach does. 262.5 keys.
Come on, Zach.
Oh
Fight.
my goodness.
Much better this time around. And the judges like it. He likes it too.
He likes it too. Hands up. I guess I just did that.
That's pretty cool. Here's Georgia native Jacob Hickman from Georgia Southern on platform 2, looking to open with 225. And a grinder from Josh on platform 4. He likes that squat. He's walking away with a head nod. And that's a good lift.
Price from here, from Concordia, 210 keys. Nice opener there, 3 whites.
275, a pretty big squat on platform 3 from Quinn. Let's see how it fares. Come on, Quinn.
Here.
Oh,
my
he
goodness.
smiles on the way up. He just knows. There's so much left on the tank.
And he's excited. Very well done there.
He's hyped for that. Serenio, a good squat from him, 225. 3 white lights on platform 4.
Damien taking 217.5 keys. Sinks that squat. A little bit of a grind, but still very good strength for an opener.
Solid squat from Landon on platform 2. A very strong squat from him, and the judges love it.
Now, we haven't really seen issues with this so far, but, you know, getting a start command on the squat, you cannot start the lift until your legs are fully locked out and the bar has essentially stopped moving. So, some of our athletes here, especially when you're going out for your opener, it might be a little hard to settle in.
And another thing is the wrist wrap cannot be touching the bar. A strong squat from Michael on platform 3.
282.5
A
keys.
very impressive 282. That moves us on to the second flight on platform 3 with Derek Hayes opening us up with 222.5. The Raging Cajuns are getting excited for Zachary Robin on platform 4, going for 225 for his final selection. Let's see how it goes.
Steven here taking 245 on platform 2. Very well done. Also a very nice squat from William on platform 1. Very, very nice opener selection so far. I think in general, a lot of our athletes are taking easier openers on the board.
A very slow control descent from Zach. He gets it up.
Derek here.
It's a good squat.
Taking 222.5 keys on platform 3 in the GBT singlet. Get better today. Hold squat. Very well done.
Here's Cameron Lee on platform 2, representing Army, going for the 245 on his opener. And Nicholas Craig going for the same 245. A bit of a pause on the way up, but he gets it.
Intentional
Good
pause.
lifts on platforms 1 and 2. He just wanted to show up that he can pause it, you know. Here's platform 4. Benjamin Edelman, a previous miss of 232.5 for his second, decides to retake for his third. Let's see if it's there.
Arnold Castro, believe one of the strongest Ivy League lifters in the USAPL, representing Columbia here. Now, and we have Will representing Penn State on platform 1 in the Sweden jersey.
Grinder on platform 4. Ben gets it. Can he lock it out? Oh. The rack command was given. Where are the lights? Oh, a no lift, unfortunately.
Will here, very fast. Second attempt. 205 moving like
Roman
butter.
smokes 247.5 on platform 2, representing Friends University.
And now Aaron here coming back out for Texas A&M. Now, Texas A&M, like we mentioned before, 3rd place in team rankings. They've had a very strong showing from their raw men's athletes these past 2 days. Let's see if they can add on here.
With Aaron.
Very
Nice
well
deep
done.
squat from him. Let's see how the judges like it. UGA representative Easton on platform 1. He's getting ready for 207.5. A previous miss on his first attempt. It was called on deaf, unfortunately. Let's see if he can get it this time around.
Very nice call here. Let's see if it works out to get him on the board. He's all getting ready for 215 on platform 2 for a second attempt. Bigger jump here.
And that's a good squat from Tyler on platform 4. Another solid squat from Easton on platform 1. Oh, it's another no lift.
And he looks a little surprised there. And you know, as frustrating as it can be to be an athlete, to get these calls, at the end of the day, the rule book is there.
The rule book is definitely there, and they have to follow it.
And as one of my friends has remarked to me this past day, it's nationals. You got to step it up. And I couldn't agree more. And I think this is where the execution training and how individuals train really does show. But,
The standard is just so high.
so high. Oh, and we have on
Grinder
platform 3.
4. Grant, he gets 242.5 up. It's a good lift. He's hyped for after that one.
A little bit of a grind from Randy there. The 215 moves on platform 1 for his second. And Pham smoking 237.5 in the custom Oregon Nike singlet.
That's drip. Here's
That is
platform
drip.
2. Kier making excellent work of 217.5.
2 out of 3 white lights. Good lift.
Holden Hodges on platform 4. He absolutely needs this 245.
The pressure is on. Let's see how he does here.
Cameron getting set with 215 for his second attempt on platform 1. A
Very
great
well done.
squat. Platform 3, Anthony going for 237.5. Oh, but a miss from Holden on platform 4. That's going to be another bomb out.
Hate to see it, but he is visibly
Visibly frustrated.
But still have a full day of lifting ahead. It's not wasted at all.
A smoke show of 217.5 on platform 2.
Platform 1, we have Trent from Auburn, of course, taking that big jump there, 217.5. Very big squatter, very big energy too. I remember back in the Southeastern Collegiate Cup.
He is definitely one of those hyped lifters.
Oh.
It makes easy work of 217.
Mason smoking 247.5 there for his opener.
An easy 255 from Lance on platform 4, representing Louisiana Tech.
And Bryce getting ready for a 10-kilo jump here for 220 keys, getting his belt ready. Now, a lot of our athletes here, we've seen a range of emotion. A lot of people are very calm and collected when they approach the bar. Others are obviously very visibly excited when they approach the bar. So walk me through what you think that means in terms of the mental for an athlete and how that depends.
Right. So when they're stoic like that, when they have that Keiko face, you know, they're just so dialed in, they're so locked in. All they can think about is what's to come. And the first obstacle is the barbell that is loaded in front of them, right?
Well said.
And I know for sure the range in music genres is so vast.
Oh yeah.
We have classical music listeners. We got some rap in there, lots of EDM. So, you know, anything to get the emotions and to get hyped. Here's Casey Bell on platform 3. He's going to be one of our heavy hitters for the men's Raw division, as he qualified with 712.5 keys for his qualifying total for CNATs.
712.5 keys, and now I believe that is well over the QT required for the men's open division.
And he smokes 250. Honestly, let's see what his next jump is, because I think it's going to be something crazy.
It's gonna be ridiculous. Now we have Luis here taking 222.5 keys in the A7 singlet and comp shirt. See how he does here.
Allen makes quick work of 205 on platform 4. A bit of a
Very well
grind
done.
from Jacob on platform 2. Unfortunately, doesn't get it up. Let's see
Now-
if he can get on his third.
Looks like a no lift. Now, again, as you might see, all of our spotters and loaders here fitted out in the A7 apparel. If you are looking to get some of A7's new merchandise, specifically their new deflection collection, it is launched already this past Friday. Get it now at a7.co. Or if you're here in person, I believe they're also
Stop by
selling
the
some of their
stand.
new colorways.
Here's Constantine on platform 3.
Oh, yeah. Very well done.
Very quick squat on platform 3. Now, there are going to be 3 lifters that qualified with the same total for the 82.5 Raw division. Casey Bell, Mason Sarr, and Constantine that we just saw on platform 3. But
Very competitive then.
the heaviest hitter of them all, Carter Hoffman, coming out with
Oh,
260
man.
as he qualified with a 747.5 squat, qualifying total. Let's see if he can keep up the tempo here.
Damien taking second here. 230, big brace.
Come on,
Very
Damien.
well done. Steven taking 260 for his second attempt here on platform 2. I know he has a very big squat up his sleeve based on his training. And Carter unracking 260 for Midland University, looking to get those 12 extra team points by winning it all and widening that gap. Oh my goodness, Carter.
Amazing squat from him.
Let's see what the judges say here. Oh my goodness.
He
Also
is
very
him.
easy for Steven.
On platform 4, a great opener from Brandon representing the Aggies.
Will Jones representing the Comma Strength, one of our larger coaching groups here in Georgia, taking 230 here for his second attempt. See how this works for him.
Here's Kyman on platform 3 going for 260. Same opener as Carter.
Cameron here taking 260 as well. Man, 260 is ridiculous. That is approaching, you know, for those who are more familiar with American units, 260 is about 573 pounds. I mean, that's like almost 6 plates pretty much.
Essentially.
6 pound plates. Yeah,
Right.
you're about 10 pounds off, but imagine a 6 plate squat. Our athletes here are within striking distance of those numbers.
And Cameron Lee makes
College
easy
students.
work of it.
Very easy. I mean, a 260 kilo deadlift is impressive regardless of the weight class, but to squat that on your back that's different.
That is definitely different, you know. Here's
That is
Jackson, 260 on his back as well.
Oh
Platform
my.
3. Looks like 260 is a common number for our heavy hitters.
Now, Jackson, I believe, coming in with the Lone Wolf QT. Now, this is a new system implemented for Collegiate Nationals this year. As you may or may not know, schools can only send a max of 2 athletes per weight class this year. And for those that have more than 2, they have a higher QT they can hit, called the Lone Wolf QT. So that's how you might see more than 2 for each weight
That's
class
true.
per school. And Easton, it is all or nothing. 207.5 keys here
Do or die, Easton. You need this squat.
He has the strength. I'm almost positive. Can he execute?
He needs that competition standard, that national level standard.
And on platform 2, we have Connor getting ready to walk out here.
An easy squat from on platform 4 from Lance. Oh, I'm sorry. From Carson. Looks like it's going to be a good squat from Connor, as 222.5 was his final squat. The same load is going for Kier on platform 2.
Will taking 217.5 keys here on platform 1.
250 going for Brendan on platform 4. Oh, can he get it all the way to the bottom?
Very well done.
Let's see how the judges like it. Ooh, a no lift.
Derek, again, one of our only lifters I've seen so far in the GBT singlet, that Miami Vice colorway. You know, I really like to see athletes here putting on a show in terms of their visual appearance too. I think I'm a strong believer in look good, feel good, play good, you know.
Look good, feel good, lift good. An excellent squat from Kier. I know on day 1, we saw someone come out with pit vipers for their final pull.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
That takes some confidence, and you know what? If that's what it takes. And Randy here getting ready for his third of 220 keys on platform 1.
Aaron's coming up with 237.5 for his second attempt.
And taking a look at all our third attempts that are loaded up on platform 1 and 2, and I'm sure on the other platforms, we are going to cross well into the mid-5s and the 6s. Some of these squats.
Ooh, it's going to be a no lift on platform 1 and 2. It's going to be a fail. 260 for platform 4, representing Midland. Ramiro. Crazy squat.
And, you know, I think another thing to notice based on the body weight numbers here on LiftingCast, it looks like a lot of our lifters, and I think most of them actually had made weight this session. And so, again, part of the advantage of being a morning session is that you naturally weigh in light. A lot of our lifters are fasted. But, you know, when it comes to powerlifting, especially these heavier weight classes, people do have cutting protocols. And what are some examples of that you might see?
So there's the water cut and the gut cut. Those two are both very notable and very famous within the powerlifting community. You know, they'll either be very dehydrated or have literally nothing in their system at all, and that's gotta suck. Price missing 225, unfortunately, on platform 1.
Also a no lift on platform 3. And Price mentioning here back in the commentator's stand that he never weighed. Now, missing weight, I think, can be disheartening sometimes. Your body's
can be very disheartening.
As much as you can sort of control all your variables, you never know what can happen. But honestly, that's why training near comp body weight is very important, and being on top of your nutrition is obviously very key. It's not easy, especially with a college diet, you know.
Right, of course. Being a college athlete, and especially with nutrition, but sleep. Sleep is also super vital here.
Sure.
I'm hoping that all of our lifters today got 8 hours or maybe even more. Yoon fighting for 235. He gets it up. See if they'll give it to him.
Very well done. 3 whites there. I believe that is a 3 for 3 day for Yoon so far.
Brian taking a 10-kilo jump for 260 on platform 3.
And you can see on the right there on some of our streams, we have a broadcast of who's coming up next. Shout out to Boostcamp, one of our main sponsors as well for this event. For those looking to get into powerlifting and don't know where to start in terms of their programming, you can break through all your plateaus with Boostcamp, the #1 free training app. You can find proven programs for elite athletes like our very own Bryce Lewis and Eric Helms, or make your own training templates if you want. I would highly advise getting this if you want to take your training to the next level. And we're heading into the end of our flights here in platform 1 and 2. Trent taking a 17.5 kilo jump for his third attempt.
A solid second attempt from Anthony for 260. Makes great work of it, 3 white lights.
Trent getting ready, hits the hole. Very nice squat, and he has his tongue out there. Excited.
A grinder from Andy. Can he get it up?
Let's go. Andy representing Rutgers. Now, Rutgers is also top 5 in the men's raw team scoring. Not to be counted out yet. We still have plenty of lifting left to go.
Lots and lots of lifting throughout the day as well. Platform 3, Mason going for 265, representing Liberty.
And as some of you might notice, as we cross that 500-pound mark, we have to increase the number of spotters to 5.
Especially on platform 4 when we're going into the 270 range. Bobby Robinson, the Raging Cajuns are getting hyped for this 275
Damien
opener.
fighting for 237. Oh!
He gets it.
He gets the lift. Let's see if there's any up and down motion here.
It's a low lift. A bit of a fight from Landon, representing University of Maryland on platform 2. A
Damien,
great lift.
Visibly disappointed, but you know what? That's just technical. The strength is there on the day. That's a gym PR, as one would say.
For sure.
I'm counting that in my book.
Yeah, me too. Here's Casey Bell walking out with 267.5 on platform 3. It's going to be some tight competition on platform 3 with the 82.5 raws.
Rage and Cajuns. Bobby Robinson here with 275 keys.
Ooh, it's going to be a no lift for him. But a fast squat from Casey on platform 3. Georgia native William Jones coming out for 240. A miss from Roman, but he gets a walk away with 247.5 on platform 2. Fight Will.
Oh, Will is unable to get it. We are now moving on to our final squats of the flight for platform 1 and 2. After which we will have a short 10-minute break as we progress on to the next lift of the day, which is the bench press. Some big benches here from our 82.5 kilo lifters. Steven taking 270 keys. The coveted near 600-pound squat.
Speaking of 270, we also have 270 on platform 3 with Kyman, and also Daniel with 277.5 for his opener. Some monsters squat out of the men on platform 3 and 4.
Nick here on platform 1 looking for redemption on 250. Let's see him hit this for that +5 total.
Come on, Steven. Nice.
Very well done.
Very well executed. Nick on platform 1.
Oh, and no lift for Steven.
He gets to walk away with 250. See if the judges like it.
And Constantine with 270 walking out like he's the man.
Here's Jaden Lowe representing BMC on platform 4. He's going for 295.
Constantine, so far, leading the pack in the 82s, I believe, up there, trying to get some more team points for Rutgers.
Jaden dissatisfied with the way the combo is looking. He wants the posts to be out.
And we are now on intermission for platform 1. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the bench press on platform 1.
A solid squat from Constantine with 270. Carter looking to chip over Kyman and Constantine and going for 272.5. And Jackson, who is right after Carter, is taking the same number. That's just how close the competition is.
it's over. That supersedes the mind and the body. And it takes you to an atmosphere that you've never been to. And that's when you know you found the legendary status inside of yourself.
very high dots athletes here. And it should be no joke. These are not to be played with.
It's
And
very impressive, just like Ramiro's 270 on platform 4.
Carter taking 277.5 for his third attempt squat on platform 3. Carter representing Midland. Can this secure him a spot in contention for that podium early in this meet?
Kashami up next on platform 4, going for 270 for his second attempt.
We are going to commence with the benching here on platforms 1 and 2 very shortly. Big brace by Carter.
Come on, Carter.
Looked a little high from our angle. Let's see what the judges say.
It's a good lift.
Let's go. It's a good lift. Amazing work there by Carter.
The same weight loaded for Jackson Jager. He's up next on platform 3.
And Matthew Albazadi is going to be first up, opening on the bench press for platform 1.
And then Bram on platform 2, representing UCLA, is going for 112.5 for his opener.
Jackson unracking 277.5 kilos. Big brace here. Can he hang with the big dogs?
Can he hang?
And
He does.
he does. Oh yeah. You hear him shouting, "Let's go" from here in the back as well.
Our first timeout of the session will be from Kashami on platform 4, representing Louisiana Tech. You know, he is one of those equipped lifters. It can take some time to get that suit or those wraps on. Or another thing that I'm speculating is he just ran out of gas after that opener. You know,
Very
you gotta save that energy going into bench.
Ram kicking things off with our bench press here on platform 2, 112.5 keys. Very soft touch, very nice press.
Kaiman coming in for our heaviest squat of the platform on platform 3, 280. Thomas with a beautifully controlled 275, but an even faster ascent. See if they'll give it to him.
Kaiman, oh, and he gets it.
He's smiling on the way up. That's how you know how confident he is.
Oh,
he definitely
yeah.
has some more in the tank. Constantine planning to match Kaiman in the squat.
Bench so far on platform 1 has been going very smoothly. Both white lights, good lifts rather, for our first 2 lifters.
The
Around.
Raging Cajuns are up on their feet for Bobby Robinson on 275 on platform 4. A previous miss on the first attempt, but he absolutely needs this second attempt.
Oh my goodness, and I can feel the vibrations in the air from our Raging Cajuns here in the crowd. Constantine also taking 280 here to cap off our squats on platform 3.
The atmosphere is absolutely ecstatic here. You have to be here, ladies and gents.
Constantine, one of our big dogs here at 82.5. This is a massive squat. Let's see if we can hit this.
Ooh, a re-rack.
He has 8, 7, 6 seconds. Yup, good. Let's
Will
see
they
what's
give it
at the
to him?
left. Oh, let's see if he can get it. Come on.
Gets it in nick of time.
Oh my God, come on,
Constantine.
Constantine. Oh.
He does get to hold on to 270. He is within range with the rest of the competition, but it's unfortunate to see.
Unfortunate decision there.
If he was not given that re-rec, possibly, just maybe, he could have gotten that 280 and matched with Kime, but unfortunately, he doesn't.
And that wraps up our squat event on platform 3. Thank you for attending, ladies and gentlemen. Come back in 10 minutes for the bench press. We'll be here in a short break. And Kobe taking 130 kilos on platform 2 for his bench opener. 130, I believe, is around 286 pounds as an opener. So we're going to be opening very close, pushing that 300-pound, maybe some even 400-pound benches today.
I don't mean to cut you off, but Mason just blew up 285 on his second attempt. What? He might go for 300. I definitely think it's there.
300, oh my. 661 pounds, ladies and gentlemen.
The number of the powerlifter.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron taking 125, getting 2 out of 3 white lights there. And now, Big Mike Fitness, Mr. Michael Guevara on platform 2, looking to recover some ground here on the bench press. His bench has really improved these last few blocks of training.
Oh.
Okay, Mr. Mike. I did not know you were like that. I'm sorry.
My fault, sir.
My fault, Batman. And quickly following him as well as another GT lifter, Austin Hutchison. Now, Austin, this is going to be his meet to put his name on the map, because I know a lot of Georgia lifters are doubting him. And Austin, you know, he's a very nice man, very quiet, but he's mad. He's mad.
I would be too, you know?
I would be too, yeah. If they're saying stuff about me on a stream or on a podcast, who would? It's all love, though.
Yeah, it is.
Austin, 132.5. Easy work.
The equipped category on platform 4 is absolutely blowing up squat, as Daniel made easy work of 287.5. Up next is Xavier stepping out for 312.5, retaking his first attempt.
Nathan taking 130 keys here for his opener. So far, all good lifts for openers on bench, platform 1. Now, while we're starting to wrap up squats here on platform 4, our equipped squats, let's see if Xavier hits this.
He gets it up.
Is that a good lift?
It is a good lift.
Let's go. Now we have Jackson getting ready to take 130 keys for his opener. Very common number so far for this entire flight, except for our last bencher here, coming up with a surprise 150.
Arjun making great work of 132.5.
Now the bench press. We've mentioned this before earlier on in the weekend, but easily the most technical out of the 3 lifts, you know. Part of that is because of the way the commands are structured. So if you want to explain the commands.
Yeah, so there are going to be 3 commands. It's going to be the start, the press, and the rack command. When you start, you get to descend the bar, but when the bar meets your chest, the bar has to be motionless on your chest. You'll see a lot of lifters go for the soft touch, but Dylan Mora, he did go for a soft touch, but unfortunately we did see a double bounce. They do give it to him though. They do give it to him. That is notable. Another thing on the way up is the bar can stop, but it cannot show any downward movement. If there is any sign of downward movement, then it is a no lift. A great squat from Jaden Lowe on platform 4, 312.5, making it easy work.
Another Jaden taking 132.5 for our second last bench opener here. Good lift. And now, yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, 3 different commands. There's a lot you have to keep into your mind. I think most of us would agree the bench press is one of those lifts where it's a lot harder to get all, you know, riled up and have that adrenaline rush, because you have to be able to listen for those commands, especially at a national level meet or platforms. You know, the onus is on you to sort of zone in and be able to listen to those commands and not get confused.
Yeah, you got to keep your ears open. There's commentators shouting at you. There's music blasting. The crowd is cheering you on, but most notably, you have to listen to those commands. It's easier for the squat and deadlift because you can see the hand signals, but for the bench, because you're just laying there, you have to watch out for those commands.
Now with the bench press as well, typically you'll see a lot smaller jumps compared to the squat and deadlift. Obviously these movements are, the bench press is a lot, I'd say, less involved in terms of your lower body muscles. You're using your upper body to mainly push the weight. But still, might still see some big jumps, you never know. And Hakeem, big bench opener here. 172.5 keys. Man, now Hakeem did unfortunately not register a squat attempt that was successful, so he will not have these bench press attempts count for his total, but man, oh man, benching like that.
That's ridiculous. Here's Allen going for 227 for his final attempt.
No
Making
lift.
great work of it on platform 4.
And a good lift for Matthew Abazadi, having a great day so far. 5 for 5. Love to see it.
The goal obviously is to go 9 for 9. So what does it mean to go 9 for 9 for a meet, UV?
So 9 for 9, as Ben has just mentioned, you have 9 total attempts in a powerlifting meet, and going 9 for 9 means every single one of your attempts was a successful lift. I think it means a lot for confidence. You know, you want to go in knowing that you've hit every single lift to the standard the judges want, and especially even if they're not huge PRs. I mean, doing that at the national stage is still very commendable. I think a lot of our athletes here are, especially our first-time athletes at CNATs, are looking to just register their totals so they can build up that momentum.
Right. Just a national debut, but platform 4, Brandon, he finally gets 250 up. They give him a good lift. He's in the meet.
Let's go. He's in the meet.
When pressure is on, he becomes a diamond.
Exactly.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Pressure makes diamonds. Let's go. And Bram, unfortunately, unable to get a good lift there on platform 2. And now, yeah, I believe one of the surprises that some of our lifters might encounter is the pause command being a little longer than expected here at the national stage. And I think, again, an example of how execution matters. I mean, if we're all being honest, I think a lot of us don't really pause our benches as we should be doing in training.
I don't know about you, but I do pause my benches.
All right, buddy. No, I'm kidding. But getting used to that long pause, especially in training, is important. And Brandon,
making
that a good
easy
lift.
work of 255. Let's see if they'll give it to him. Platform 4,
good lift.
Great final attempt for him.
Well done, Brandon. Aaron taking 132 and a half keys here. Aaron has been taking some very big jumps here in his attempt selection. No, I think it just depends on the lifter you are. Big jumps are very good if you're someone who's confident in how your weight moves. It can be very good in reducing fatigue and just part of one of those finer details in powerlifting in general. And let's see how Aaron does here. Very smooth second.
Great second. Here's Matthew Perez going for 137 and a half. Another 7.5 key jump on platform 2. A smooth bench from him.
Matthew.
Platform 4, the Raging Cajuns are up on their feet and rattling. 265 for Ethan. His final attempt.
Let's see how Danny does here with 132 and a half keys. Again on platform 1.
Ethan nodding on the way up.
Oh,
he
yeah.
just knew.
Pointing up to the sky. He got it. Very well done. And we are 2 minutes out from bench on platform 3 for those tuning in. Welcome to the 2024 USAPL Collegiate Nationals here in Atlanta. And Danny makes light work of 132 and a half kilos. Similar to Arjun, maybe 5 kilos over. Good lift all around. Now a lot of 2 out of 3 lights here. I think the bench press is obviously very interesting because of the angles that the judges will be able to get. But again, 2 out of 3 is all you need.
Right.
Good lift.
It is the bare minimum, as some of us would say, and that's all you need, like you're mentioning. Here's Kobe Jenkins walking out 267 and a half for his final attempt. Very controlled descent. He gets it up. See how the judges will give it.
Oh, good save there by our spotters there on platform 2. Looks like Kobe may have lost grip.
Ooh, that is very scary when the bar slips out of your hand. It's a great catch by our spotters.
Great bench there by Nathan. And now you might be wondering, how did the bar slip out of his hand? You know, it's very possible. A lot of our lifters here are using what is called the bulldog grip on the bench press, where your hand is a little more internally rotated and the bar sits more in your fingertips rather than deeper into your palm. Mainly used as a way to get a little bit more force production, a little better leverage.
And to really
there.
stack your joints as well.
Exactly.
He's-
Big Mike Fitness. Oh yeah, 137 is very easy for him as a second.
Another Raging Cajun lifter on platform 4, Carson Lyons, going for 275 for his final choice for squats.
Joshua smoking 140 there. He is a big bencher for sure, based on what I saw during our training session. Looking forward to seeing what he'll do here.
Solid squat from Carson, platform 4.
Now, I think the bench press and the sumo deadlift really show this off, but this is where you'll see how leverages sort of affect how much weight you can push up. Because at the end of the day, no matter how hard we train, there's still some certain things that we can't control, like how long our arms are. And here you'll see a lot of lifters who are longer limbed, maybe having much more range of motion in their bench press, maybe not able to press as much as some of our shorter arm lifters.
Right.
But, here we see a lot of our benchers are still benching well into the 300s here. As Austin Hutchison here on platform 2 is ready to take 140 keys for a second. He is having a day so far.
Platform 4, the pressure is on Bobby Robinson with the Raging Cajuns. 275, he's missed for his opener. He's missed for his second attempt. He needs this third to stay in the meet. Now, does pressure truly make diamonds here? Bobby Robinson,
Bobby.
show it to us.
Sinks it.
Gets it up.
I think that's good. Let's see what the judges say here.
He's in the
yes.
meet. He's in the meet.
Austin getting 3 whites on a very easy second there on platform 2. And on platform 1, Jackson matching that weight. Taking 140 here. Now, I think Jackson and Austin evenly matched on the bench press. Would be a nice little battle to see between the 82s, because Jackson, although while he was a little behind on squat, he has a mean deadlift. One of the best.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I've seen it in person.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the progression of his deadlifts from last year to this year is crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
For sure.
Listen, all I'm going to say is he's going to smoke that opener, and when he smokes it, just know something crazy is going to go for his next few attempts.
I'm already prepared. And now Hakeem, one of our first bench pressers here, nearing that 400-pound territory. 180 keys. He is well ahead of the pack here in his flight when it comes to bench press weight. Man,
ooh, a miss
pounds.
from Ramiro. Good catch from our spotters on platform 4. He does get to walk away 270 though. Up next is Thomas going for 282.5, representing Louisiana Tech.
Matthew Albazadi here on platform 1. Starting out our third attempt on bench, 122.5 keys. Now his bench has made some very good progress despite his injury these past few blocks. And he showed this on the platform. Oh my, what an attempt selection there by his handler.
Solid attempt selection there.
6 for 6 for Matthew, let's go. Very well done. Bench is also underway on platform 3. We have some big benches coming up as well.
Platform 4, they're barking for Kashami. He's loaded up 280 for his final attempt selection here. See if he gets it.
Ram hit 120 in his bench for his third attempt on platform 2.
A shaky walkout from Kashami on platform 4. Can he get it?
Ram unable to get 120 here.
Ooh! A great squat from Kashami. Let's see how the judges will give it. 3 white lights.
Kyle unable to secure 130 keys, unfortunately, on platform 1. Still only 10 kilos lost. Possible there's a deadlift there to make up for that difference. Now, again, when we talk about arm length here on the bench, you know, it does affect a lot on how you can in terms of what weight you can put up on the bench press. And, you know, when it comes to arm length, too, another thing to consider is the width of your grip. You know, a lot of our lifters here, just because you have a wider grip does not mean it's a stronger position for you to press from. And now the atmosphere here is getting ridiculous. I mean, it seems like the crowd's only getting louder here for platform 4 as we head into some big squats.
The squats get heavier and heavier. We're nearing the 300 kilo range as Daniel wants 297.5 for his final squat of the day. Stick around though, because 320 is our heaviest squat, and that's 3 lifters out.
Adesh hitting the 142.5 key mark. 3 white lights for the big 3-plate bench.
That's huge. That is huge.
Very well done.
Same weight is loaded for Arjun.
Josiah taking 137.5.
Here's Edgar to start out us off with 140 on platform 3.
No lift on platform 1. Daniel taking 297.5 keys.
655 pounds. He gets it
Sinks
down.
it. Oh,
he
loses
lost
balance.
his balance. A great catch from our spotters and loaders.
Very, very strong attempt there, but just that balance. You know, it's not easy with that much weight on your back.
Yeah, especially when you come out the hole. Mason. Now, I mentioned the number of the powerlifter earlier. That wasn't the true number of the powerlifter. This is the number of the powerlifter.
The number of the beast, 302.5 keys. Now, Gino, this is his favorite number.
666 pounds.
Let's see it. Oh, he's walking out.
Mason loves
He's
this.
breathing fire. Let's see how he does here.
Mason absolutely needs this squat. Come on, Mason.
Come on, Mason. Let's see it. Up! Well done.
A great squat from Mason. He's so hyped after that one, and so are the Raging Cajuns.
Now, that is a big squat because when it comes to the men's equipped division for team scoring, ULL, they are right there up for that podium spot, 3 points under EMC to get that podium spot for men's equipped. So that may have been a critical spot there for him to get his team into the podium.
A smooth bench attempt from Nathan, but it's a no lift, unfortunately, on platform 1. Matthew Perez up next on platform 2, 145 keys for his final bench selection.
Big squat, big squat. I mean, sorry, big bench here.
Big bench, but also big squat
Also
on
big
platform
squat.
4. Xavier representing UTSA going for 315 for his last squat of the day. A grinder from Matthew gets it up nonetheless.
Jaden taking the same weight on platform 1, 145. Here, can he continue his perfect streak on bench so far? Austin Hutchison.
Here's Austin Hutchinson. You know, they've been counting him out, but he's here to show you. He's here to let you know.
I talked to Austin yesterday as I handed him this very singlet yesterday, and he said, man, I don't know about bench. It's not my favorite lift, but come on. He is rolling right there in the middle of his flight, pretty much almost near the top of his flight, actually, with this event.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout for Xavier, and
Oh
312.5 was
my
just enough
goodness,
for him.
Austin. That is fast. And I believe a PR match to comp standard.
Oh, a no lift,
lift.
unfortunately.
Now, he only lost 5 kilos. Not big at all.
Not that bad, but, you know, in order to hang, he needs that monster deadlift to kick in.
Joshua here taking 147.5 keys for his third attempt. Very good attempt call here based on his second, in my opinion. And big Mike
BMC
Fitness.
getting hyped on platform 4 for Jaden's 320 to end us off on platform 4 for squat.
Well done by Josh. Taking 147 here. And now Jackson taking 150 for his bench press attempt. He's hit this in training before. Can he do it on the national level?
A nice catch from our spotters and loaders on platform 4. It's going to be a miss for Jaden.
And Mike hitting 145. I believe that's an all-time PR for Mike on platform 2.
We are going to hit a 10-minute intermission on platform 4. Stick around, or you can join us on platforms 1, 2, and 3.
Jackson unable to get that third bench there. Taking 10 kilo jumps on the bigger side. Still, he has that deadlift in his back pocket.
I'm sure he's not worried at all.
Not at all.
Here's Mark Jones going for 152.5 for his third attempt on platform 2. And Robert, part of Army on platform 3, opening up with 150. Oh, fight from Mark on platform 2. He gets it up, though. Is it a good lift? Oh, unfortunately, it isn't. Nick Dosh on platform 1 going for 160. That was a bit too fast for a third attempt, honestly.
And now Hakeem taking a 35 kilo jump based from the last venture in the flight. 187.5 kilo bench press. He is putting some of yours all-time squat PRs over his body right now. It's just
for some of you, he's benching 2 of you.
He's benching 2 of you, right? Yeah.
Or maybe even 3, or maybe even 4.
Well, he is definitely benching 2 of me. I can say that. So that's still ridiculous. The big 400-plus bench. Can he press it?
Come here, Hakeem.
Oh.
He doesn't get it, but he does have 180.
Still ridiculous.
That's so crazy.
Still ridiculous.
That's so crazy. He'll probably hit like 190 in the gym.
Oh yeah, 100%. Very well done. Cameron beginning our next flight here with 117.5.
Landon beginning our next flight on platform 2 with 135.
Also some very big benches going on here in platform 3. I think Jared had something written on his back of his singlet, a message for one of his family members. He's being set up there. Now, a lot of our benchers here, you can see they have many different ways of setting up their arch. And, you know, as bad of a reputation arching has had in terms of the bench press, it is still a very important, significant part of powerlifting and executing the movement safely. I think, obviously, the number one benefit of arching for most people would seem is the reduction in range of motion, but still, arching is necessary to get your shoulders and your back and all of those muscles in a good leverage to actually press the weight and keep your shoulders healthy.
It's definitely an art form, and it's something that takes years to curate.
Sure.
Years to curate.
And now, speaking of arching on that tangent, you know, the concept of leg drive, you know, we think of benching as a upper body movement only, but I think that's further from the truth. A lot of our athletes here, you might not be able to see it, but they are pushing as hard as they can with their legs the entire time. That is no easy feat at all.
That is true. Here's one very buttery smooth 125 for a second attempt.
Will Jones from Georgia Southern, also a smooth opener there with 1.
Cameron Lee going for 137.5 for his opener, representing Army, platform 2. Very fast. You'll see that closer grip. More for those more chest bias lifters, you know.
Sure.
Not everyone is too comfortable with going max width, putting their index on the ring. Here's Price on platform 1 going for 122.5 for his opener. And TJ on platform 3 going for 125 for his second attempt.
Price here taking 122.5. As mentioned, he is doing very well so far in this meet, representing Concordia.
A very fast bench for TJ. He gives his handler a nod. Let's see what they choose for his final attempt on bench.
Loaded up. Now, being a handler, shout out to our handlers here, especially on the national level. It's not easy at all. A lot of pressure on yourself to make sure you take off pretty much all the stress
on the lifter.
athlete. And
And you have to coordinate with other handlers around you with the combos. There's only so many combos that the USAPL and TSS provide for you.
right.
Now, that doesn't mean that there's a shortage of recs. No.
There's
That,
just a lot of
there's just
athletes.
that many athletes.
Yeah. And once again, shout out TSS too. Very, very high quality equipment here. Some of the best in the game. Very high quality racks. You know, when you have, I don't know, hundreds of pounds, just getting in contact with these racks over and over, you want to make sure you have some really strong equipment.
Very strong and durable equipment. Bit of a grinder from Chase on platform 3. He gets it up regardless.
Easton opening with 125 here on bench. Now Easton, a little bit of a rocky start here in the meet so far with the squat, but he definitely has both a good bench and a very strong deadlift as well. So we're going to make up some ground. See how he does here, setting up that arch.
Here's Yoon setting up for his 145 opener on platform 2. And Zach going for 130 for his second attempt on platform 3.
Platform 3, let's see how the second attempt goes. There's that bulldog grip that we were mentioning earlier. Very well done.
Very well executed.
Say 2.5.
2.5?
2.5 keys.
No.
Five?
I'd go high end, like top end.
Send it.
For sure. Send it.
Send it.
I'm also very like egotistical.
No, I got it, bro. I got it. Trust me, I got it.
Dude, give it to me.
Give it to me. Davian taking 127.5 keys here for his opener on the bench press. And yeah, the bench is just that lift. I mean, strength curves are so different lifter to lifter. I mean, some individuals, they can take even jumps and stick it through, and the speed will fall off slowly. Others, you know, you take one attempt, fast as the blink of an eye, 5 kilos over, oops.
Whoops.
Whoops.
What happened there?
What happened there? Not that that's going to happen, but
Right.
it's just interesting to see. Now Trent taking 127.5, and Trent rocking the Nike Blazers here. Footwear and powerlifting, you know, very important.
Super important. A lot of people for the bench, they like to favor the Hyper Vs.
Hyper Vs, and the Hyper Vs, you know, very interesting how they sort of got into the powerlifting scene. One of those shoes in very, very nice grip pattern, mainly made for, you know, workers us overseas who are trying to stay safe from slipping. So Hyper Vs are a good choice there. Notorious Lifts, for example.
A lot of people love their Notorious Lift slippers, not only for the bench and the deadlift as well. They just find it convenient that they can wear it all around for all the lifts. A new one to the game, a Vankus, and also one Hun.
Shout out the new barefoot shoe wave. And also a little bit more rare, but heels. I think a lot of some athletes like to wear heels as well on the bench press.
There are a couple of those, and that's more of a rare breed now. I know in the past it's been very prominent for others.
And now for those who aren't aware, the heeled shoes, ones that typically will have a little bit of elevation in the back, the main advantage is that you can get your ankles a little bit more bent. So very, very helpful for the squat. Also potentially for the bench if you really want to get your legs underneath you.
Here's Edgar retaking 140. Can he get it this time around? Here, Georgia local, going for 155 for his opener.
Here has a very big bench press. 82. Edgar, will he get this bench? Yes, he will. And for those tuning in on platform 4, our bench press will be coming up in 3 minutes. Now, we have our regional championships being implemented here, all on the same weekend and about all in June across the United States here. Now, regionals have much more of a significance now moving forward, especially for our athletes who are trying to get one last meet in on their way to qualifying for Raw Nationals. So the main benefit here with regionals is that if you are competing at regionals and you secure, I believe, a podium spot in first place, there will be a slight handicap towards your qualifying total.
They take 50 kilos off the qualifying total for you.
50 kilos is a lot. But rest assured, regional level meets are no joke. We're going to have people from all over competing here. So also very big meets to look out for coming up in June.
Beautiful bench from Greg on platform 3, 3 white lights. Moving on to Robert, going for 155, a 5-kilo jump on his second attempt selection. Will Jones, another Georgia local, coming from Georgia Southern, 125 on platform 1. And here's Roman coming out for 160 for his opener on platform 2. Platform 2, we are moving on to our next flight, I believe.
Correct. Platform 2 is on their next flight. And yeah, some very big benches here. I mean, Roman is including the openers here, 160 through 52 pounds. No joke. And a new rule that they've implemented this year on the bench press in the USAPL is you are now allowed to bring your head off the bench. So I think a little bit of a rule of convenience for lifters that do naturally bring their neck up off the bench. No longer something you can get penalized for, especially.
Right.
And here Will getting 3 whites. Now the bench press, out of all 3 lifts of our SBD, squat, bench, and deadlift, probably has the highest training frequency. A lot of our lifters here, especially if you're lighter, probably benching at least 3 to 5 times a week potentially. So, programming is very interesting. You can jump into that rabbit hole very easily. But
Yeah, a very deep rabbit hole. But we'll keep it on the meat so far.
For sure. But if you are looking to sort of get a new introduction into programming, then you can transform your lifting journey with Boostcamp, the last training app you will ever need. You can access free training programs from legends like Bryce Lewis, Eric Helms, and Alberto Nunez. Or, if you really want to, you can make your own multi-week custom training cycles using the app. So if you want to get in and sort of score that 400-pound bench press eventually, your next level of weights.
Here on platform 1, we have Price coming out. 130 for his second attempt. Don't be fooled, the time did not run out. He does have 30 seconds until he gets his second attempt.
Luke, Indiana, they were getting reds on his second.
Connor making easy work of 145, representing UC Irvine on platform 2.
Very good progress here. A lot of our bench presses are now heading well into the high 300s ranges for our benchers in platforms 1 and 2.
And those who are just now tuning in from platform 4, welcome back to the 2024 USA Powerlifting Collegiate Nationals. We are on day 3 of 4. Right now, for this first session, it will be the 82.5 men's category. It is going to be mixed between the raw and equipped lifters.
Jared here from Michigan, taking 165 kilos for a second attempt. I need to catch what is written on his back of his singlet. I missed it again. I'll find that message.
We'll make a note for it when he comes back out.
Oh, a little bit of a grind there for Jared.
Oh,
can he push
come
through?
on, Jared.
Now,
Gets it up.
I believe that was a good lift. Yes, it was. And it says hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Andy here for Rutgers, taking 147.5 keys for the bench press.
That's going to be a good lift from Nick on platform 1. Easton taking that 5-kilo jump for 130 for his second attempt.
Now, another thing about the bench press, a lot of our lifters here will be asking for an assisted liftoff from our spotters and loaders here. Now, a lot of that could come down to your personal preference. I think what we've seen is the heavier that you become, you might require more assistance, especially just to keep your shoulders in place. Obviously, that does come with downsides in terms of variables that you have to account for. So.
Right, of course. The liftoff can be very inconsistent as well. That's why each time you go out, you have to give very specific instructions to whoever is lifting you off.
And that's, it's a huge responsibility on our spotters. Easton smoking 130 for his second attempt there. Looks like he has a lot in the tank for a third.
He's going top end for sure.
Top end for sure, yep.
Platform 4, bench is underway. Dalton smoking 107.5. Matthew looking to take the same opener.
And again, for those you might be wondering exactly what that white powder is on the back of some of our athletes, and I think smeared all over the bench pads at this point. That is chalk. Now, chalk you'll see a lot of. I think a lot of our athletes have chalk in their backs for squat as well, but main purpose is just to increase that friction between yourself and the equipment. And why might that be important? Why would you want to chalk yourself up?
Well, you're going to want to chalk yourself up because, as we mentioned earlier, the leg drive can be so powerful that your back could slip off the bench. Now, the bench is already grippy in itself, but that chalk is just that extra layer of confidence, just so you know your back isn't going to slip. Now, for some of our other lifters, you're going to see chalk on their butts as well. That is also going to be another layer, you know, just so you know.
Could work, could not work.
You know,
it's a double-edged sword. I think it
really
works.
is.
But if there isn't chalk on the bench after you finish lifting, the judges might look at that and consider it a no lift, meaning your butt has not made contact. So, or maybe you do want to have chalk on your butt for that reason. Again,
right, to you know, mark your place there.
Or maybe you just want to have chalk on your butt, which is
that's okay.
That's okay. Personal
that's
preference.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, as Ben mentioned, especially with the TSS combo racks, their bars and their bench pads very, very sharp and full of friction there. So very high quality.
I know they're sharp for sure because I had a friend yesterday who was handling, and when he gave a lift off to his athlete, it cut his hand. That's how sharp these are. They're literally cheese graters.
Cheese graters right there. And then that's what you need, and you want to make sure athletes can get as much friction as possible, so that's not up to, up in the air in terms of variables. And now,
a grinder from Chase.
Let's go, Chase. Chase benching in what I believe is a bench shirt. Now, if you're an equipped, already mentioned similar to the squat, changes the movement pattern, but especially if you're benching in a bench shirt, man, that descent on the bench press is like, it's a separate battle of its own. You are rowing against the bench shirt to build as much tension as possible. And it's no joke. I mean, I have not worn a bench shirt before. I've tried on a slingshot. That was already too much for me. So training and equipment.
I've tried a bench shirt. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Listen, off the chest, amazing. But lockout, it is all up to you. It's pure strength at that point.
And that's
it's
insane.
tough.
Yeah, you considering, especially our equipped athletes are benching, relative to the unequipped average, they could be locking out 400 plus. And that's, as you said, all their sheer strength and tricep strength. So here, very happy there with a 160-pound bench.
Will taking that low-end approach for 127.5 for his final attempt.
Holden, there is that very slow and controlled descent there with the bench shirt. Very nice one.
But very explosive off his chest. Here's Quinn going for 140 on platform 3 for his final attempt at bench.
And the crowd is electric. The volume these past few days has been very, very, very loud.
You love to hear it, honestly. It's the school spirit and also the family and friends cheering Roman on for that 162.5 for his second attempt. I don't know if there's much left in the tank there, but if there is, then he could go for 165.
Go for it. Now, one thing to note, what we might see later on today or even during the bench press themselves, athletes can, or rather handlers can choose to scratch third attempts if necessary. And on that note, sometimes you might even see athletes run down the clock, out of a sign of respect and sort of courtesy for other athletes, just to give them that extra time to sort of rest and recover. But yeah, I mean, especially on some of these seconds where it looks like it's closer to a third in terms of exertion, then it may not be worth loading up that third attempt or taking it at all. Don't want to overexert yourself in the deadlift.
It goes a little bit into strategy. You save some gas and save some room for that deadlift, just so you could maybe, pull for the win or out-pull whoever you're competing against. Randy, a no lift for him, unfortunately. He does walk away with his opener. Here's platform 1, Price, going for a reattempt of 130 as well. Platform 2, Connor, representing UC Irvine, going for 150 for his final choice of bench. Grant Crook making easy work of 122.5 on platform 4. And here's Edgar, part of the Aggies, going for 152.5 for his final choice of bench on platform 3.
Bryce retaking 130 here on platform 1. And now as we are wrapping up with the bench press on platforms 1 and 2, the subtotal picture is starting to fall into place. Now, subtotals, they are indicative of potential rankings, but again, the deadlift, it's I've
it
seen
can
a
change
lot.
so much.
And
Connor,
fun fact about
inching out
Connor.
every single ounce of bench there.
Connor also looking at his body weight, weighing at exactly 82.5 kilos, right on the money. Doesn't get more stressful than that.
No, for sure. I know he was either running laps outside his hotel room or he was sitting in the sauna for
No,
long
not
hours.
the sauna. The things we do to cut weight. I mean, I think in my personal experience, obviously water cutting is not the easiest. Drinking so much water is not comfortable. Gut cutting, another strategy if you choose to sort of shift to a liquid-based diet. The first few days of eating ice cream, it's fun until you're on your 4th pint and you're thinking to yourself, I do not want to touch this ever again in my life. At least that's what I do.
And then Ben and Jerry's all of a sudden tastes disgusting to you.
Disgusting, yeah.
Or maybe Bluebell, but
And taking a look at the LiftingCast here, we have a little bit of a trend on platform 1. A huge streak of missed third attempts here on bench press. Let's see if our lifters here from now on can sort of change that tide and secure a third.
come on,
Damien
break that red carpet
pushing.
curse.
Can he
Come
push
on.
through? Oh, well fought, well fought. Unfortunately, unable.
The red carpet curse continues. Easton up next, 135 for his final selection.
Now, Easton, I'm optimistic. I think he can break the curse.
Me too. That 130 looked amazing. Here's
Platform 2.
Andy Zhang. I was going to say 152.5 for his final selection, representing Rutgers. Now, on platform 3, we have 160 of Gregory. Ooh, almost there.
Unable.
Good catch from our spotters there. He does get to walk away with 152.5. Here's platform 4, Joshua, looking to open with 130.
Easton here getting ready to secure, hopefully, the successful third bench and change the tide and the pattern of these third attempts so far.
A great third attempt from Andy on platform 2, 3 white lights. Moving on, platform 3, 160. Brennan gets set to bench. Easton continuing the red carpet on platform 1. No.
And I believe on platform 1, Bryce's third attempt may have been over.
Wow.
As I see a green light on that 130 for his third bench, so a little bit of hope there. But we need to see some more green lights here, or green successful lifts, hopefully. And looking out at the end of our flight here for bench on platform 1, we have some big benches coming up, including a 162.5 kilo bench press at the very end of the flight. Platform 2 as well. Very big benches.
Fight, Nick, fight! A great bench from him.
Does he get it? Yes! And he is excited. Man, fighting for a rep like that on the bench press is just different in terms of mental. I mean, all upper body, you're thinking about pushing, firing all cylinders in every single part of your body, squeezing your pinkies, pushing through with your joints, pushing your legs as hard as you can to get that chest up. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, and you have to maintain that tension within your body. Not easy at all. It is vibrating in the venue currently. Trent Mace is going for 140 for his final attempt, as well as Yoon from Miami on 162.5. He's grinding. Come on, Yoon. Push,
Come on,
push.
Trent, push,
Ooh.
push. Trent, come on, let's see it. Oh my goodness, did Trent just secure a third attempt there? Very, very well fought.
He's hyped.
3 whites
after
and
that.
he is hype. Auburn.
I heard that. Let's go.
I heard that
let's
too,
go.
yeah. Trent, once again, amazing stage presence from him. He competed at the Collegiate Clash here in Georgia, and yeah, he really put Auburn on the map there. And great energy, great day for him so far overall.
Kellen with a speedy bench of 140 on platform 4.
Can Will continue his great streak of lifting so far with a 157.5 kilo bench press in the Sweden singlet. Very rare. First IPF singlet I've seen so far today. And we have just heard that apparently one of our athletes, after completing his bench, was yelling, "Feed me." Another testament to what our athletes may have gone through to sort of get to weight here. And now, speaking of which, how about nutrition on the day of the meet? What do you think are some important things that athletes have to consider?
They have to get a simple and easy fast carb. You know, something like sugar, maybe even candy. I'm seeing fruit snacks back there. You know, nothing too heavy. Or maybe there are some people who may have, did their gut cut or are very big fast into the meat where they had to have that large meal in order to feel satiated going into the lifts.
Luis here. Oh, looks like slightly downward motion here. Will the
judges... grind from Roman on platform 2 representing France. Can he get it? Can he get it? Keep on pushing. No. The refs called it early. It's a no lift.
Now we are done with benching on platform 1. And they are getting ready to remove all the equipment. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back for deadlifts in about 10 minutes. My favorite lift of the day.
Me too. Can't wait. Here's platform 2 getting set for 165. Faisal, his third attempt. Let's see if he gets it. Platform 3 moving on to the next flight with Anthony Carrera to start us off with 132.5.
And Faisal unable to get that. 2 reds there from the side judges. Now here, 165, smooth 5 kilo jump so far on the day, and he's been having a blast, I believe. This will be for his continuation of perfect meet so far.
Bench has been a very consistent lift for him. Let's see if he can keep it going. Here's Dalton Carson on platform 4 going for 112.5 for his second attempt.
Now Kier, I believe he has completed his 4th or 5th meet so far, and still a collegiate athlete. And I think that meet experience is really valuable coming into a national level meet.
Up, Kier, up.
Oh,
up,
is he able to press through? Unable. Only 5 keys so far. That's lost on the day. He has a deadlift. I saw him hit a very big deadlift.
He does have a very large deadlift.
Last week, so still there's a pull on him. And not that big of a deal.
Another
overall.
Georgia native walking out, 172.5 for his final attempt.
It's been 5 reds so far in terms of the last few attempts on bench on platform 2. Can Jacob break the streak with a 172.5 kilo bench?
Come on, Jacob. We need you here.
It's well above.
To slow off the start, but can he grind it
goodness.
out?
No.
Unfortunate, and the streak continues.
Mid-range sticking point. Probably most likely triceps there. But still, so much on the day. We can't really see it from this angle, but again, that forwards, backwards balance also as you press. Very tricky to get a hang of.
Yeah, that J pattern, most notably. Here's platform 4, Matthew coming out for 115 for his second attempt. He's getting set. As well as Mason from Liberty on platform 3 with 150 for his opener.
The subtotal picture is all set here on platform 2. And one of our lifters to look out for here on platform 2 will be Steven, currently projected to be 4th overall. I mean, obviously these projections are based on the deadlift attempt so far, so still a lot of lifting to go. platform 1. Actually beginning it right now. You see Matthew Albazadi switching out to his signature stoic singlet.
The navy blue stoic.
It looks really good on him, that color. And Matthew, oh my goodness, that must be giving him some confidence. You know, knowing what
Snappy
he's gone
lockout.
through, or through his injury and recovery, that's still very strong. Now, y'all are lucky. If Matthew wasn't injured and training went the right way, he would be pulling. I'm giving him at least low 6s, mid 6s even.
Mid 6s. I'd give him mid 6s.
He had a very big progress on his pull heading into his meet earlier this year. So still remarkable to see.
Fam of a great bench of 160. Same is loaded for Mason representing Liberty on platform 3. Here's Lance looking to retake his opener of 152.5 on platform 4.
Dylan getting ready to walk out here very shortly for his opener of 240 keys, 530 pounds. Very, very big openers here for our 82.5 kilo lifters. And I think the deadlift, as some of you might have seen in our earlier days, this just weight class almost, it's not as linear of a relationship because the deadlift is just that lift where it's all about leverage. You're about to see some crazy, crazy body weight ratio pulls in terms of what these 82s will bring. Aaron, 501, conventional, very well done.
Very easy for him. Kaiman stepping out to 160 for his second attempt on platform 3. He needs to keep this tempo up in order to compete with the rest of the 82.5s.
Kaiman has had a very good day so far. Looking like 5 kilo jumps on the day for the bench, getting that shoulder position and those arms locked out. Very long range of motion. Very good second. Kaiman there.
And that's a good lift from Dalton on platform 4. Up next, we have Tyler with his back against the wall. 120 kilos was supposed to be his opener. Missed his opener. Missed his second attempt. He's on his third. He needs this to stay in the meet.
And the crowd is roaring in these do or die situations. And Adesh smoking 247.5 kilos conventional. Love to see it.
Tyler
Josh again, 242.5 as well on platform 1. More of a sumo stance. See how he does. Oh my goodness.
Here's Tyler coming out.
Now the deadlift, a little bit easier in terms of commands and execution. You really just have to get that weight up, hold it at the top, wait for the down command. However, there are still some rules you have to consider, mainly with hitching and ramping.
So with hitching and ramping, you cannot, oh, Tyler! Unfortunately, he's out of the meet. But as I was saying, with hitching and ramping, you cannot use your thigh to support the bar and try to pull the bar up straight from your thigh. And another one is downward motion. You cannot show any downward motion, especially at the top. In previous days and sessions, when you deadlift that fast for your opener, just like on platform 2 with Matthew,
A little too fast.
a little too fast, it just whips you back forward. You're not expecting it to move that fast because the taper was that good. So you really got to control it here.
And now we have platform 1 heading well into the high 500s right now. And we'll see this shortly, but taking a look at the equipped rankings, we see that EMC Blue Mountain, while they are 3rd here in the rankings, a little behind Midland and Texas A&M, they still have several athletes, 8 athletes I believe, that have not competed. Plenty of lifting left to go, especially with equipped. You see a lot of these in heavier weight classes. And so, again, the way the team scoring works, there's a heavy emphasis on that podium spot. All it could take are a couple of podium places, and you're going to see a big swing in rankings. No cardio ball left. Okay. Jackson here opening with 260. Man, I remember when Jackson first hit it as a PR, and that was back in like what, maybe
It was August?
August, September, not that long ago. This is opener weight for Jackson now. And Austin walking out. Georgia Tech's own 255 on platform 2.
A great bench from Constantine. That granted him a good lift. Up next is Charles, looking to take 175, 5 kilos over.
Austin taking his time with his setup, building that tension with his legs. Very smooth, 255. Very well done there from Austin. I wonder what he will have.
A grinder from Sebastian on platform 4. He gets it up though. And a good lift from him. Charles, ooh, second attempt was stapled to his chest. 175 just was not there for him.
Austin hitting that 660 total mark. And Mike also hitting 255. Now Mike, one thing to know about him, his deadlift taper hits. The heaviest deadlift he has taken in prep, for his last prep, was 25 pounds under what he pulled for his third. And he matched that in this prep. And Mike has not told us what is happening, but he may pull well above 600 today.
Hey, I can't wait for it. Listen, as a fellow 82 myself, when I see these guys, you know, starting to pull heavier and heavier, all I can think about is the greater the chase. I need to get out there.
Yeah, for sure. It's great seeing some of these athletes put up numbers, especially when we can relate to them. And it looks like platform 1, a little bit of a complication there. Maybe with equipment.
Yeah, it looks like the shoe or the sock.
Not to take away from platform 3's amazing benches right now. The 180, I believe Carter just getting that 180 kilo bench.
He did get that 180 kilo bench. He's up to 457 and a half keys for his subtotal. In first place, I believe, oh, my bad. Second place contemporary, Kyman currently holds first place with 440.
3 reds there for Ethan on platform 1. Looks like it may have been, or it looks like they're letting him reattempt the weight here. So again, yeah, with this deadlift event, the socks are important. They must be covering, I believe, as much as possible.
It should, so it has to be right below the knee, but it has to cover the shins, most importantly.
Exactly. Matthew coming out for 255 here.
Nope, that is not Matthew, unfortunately. I believe it's still Nathan Pan. He has yet to go.
My apologies. Matthew on platform 2. We have another Matthew. Very easy for Matthew there. Is he able to get the down command? And he is. So again, full control of the weight at the top. The judges will make you hold that weight, making sure you have that grip on the bar. Now when it comes to the deadlift, a lot of different variation in technique and form. You see the closer conventional stance here, a wider sumo stance, mixed versus hook grip. Well, what are the advantages to that overall?
So the advantage is really, it differs from person to person, really. You'll see not only to sumo, but there's also the froggy stance. And what I know for sure is that with the conventional, you're going to be using more of that vertical force, whereas the sumo, you're going to be using a combine of vertical and horizontal, right? You can see, let's watch Matthew's form real quick, right, on platform 1. Watch how his knees are set up. His knees are going to be pushing out.
Very well done for Matthew there.
And a very snappy deadlift. And it also comes down to the wedge as well. Now, we're talking about the way you grip the bar now with hook and mixed. Look at Kobe's hooked grip.
Little tough lockout, but he gets through.
He does pull through, but as you can see with the hook grip, it's going to look like a double overhand, but don't mistake it. His thumb is tucked underneath the bar, and the rest of his 4 fingers are wrapping around his thumb. All that pressure is going to be placed right on his thumb.
And now, as we're wrapping up bench on platform 3 and 4, some very big benches here. On platform 3, we are well underway into our thirds for this flight. Several benches under the 160 plus territory from now on. And the gap's starting to widen between some of these lifters as everything falls into place here in the subtotal.
A grind from Josh, but he doesn't get it, unfortunately, on platform 4. Slow at the lockout from Bram with 262.5 on platform 2. Josiah walking out confidently to 235 on platform 1.
And the dash here taking 267.5 kilos, I believe 590 pounds about in the prong belt and the purple and white Avancuses. Crowd is loud right now, especially heading into deadlifts, one of those hype events of the day. And a dash, very long arms, still well executed.
Kyman is looking to bench 165 for his 3rd attempt. Here he is, setting up on platform 3.
And Zach on platform 4, taking 145 here. Again, representing ULL, this is big.
Very big. Kyman with a smooth 165. A great bench from him.
Oh, he's
hyped
jumping with joy. Let's go.
Great bench from Aaron and a good bench from Mark.
Good pulls all around here. And we have Michael Jabara here. Mr. Big Mike Fitness.
With a 15.5 kilo jump.
Bruce Wayne of Georgia Tech. Of Atlanta. Of Georgia, you know what? That's
Whoa. We're making some bold statements right now.
Joshua with the quick 255 here on his 2nd attempt.
He's got plenty in the tank. He loved that pull.
And here we go. Big Mike Fitness, 272.5.
Come on, Mike.
A little stuck in his knees.
Come
Can
on,
he get his hips through?
He's known to grind, and he gets it through.
Very well done. I hope he's all right. He may be.
Hit. Platform. Platform 2, Mike. He's walking away. He's wondering, will they give it to him?
Maybe worried about that down command. I wonder what is going on back there. But
back to monster.
Platform 3.
The monster benches on platform 3. 167.5. Great benches. We have a green carpet so far. Let's see if they keep that streak. Platform 4, Lance Weissman. He needs this 152.5 to stay in the meet. This has been a common theme with Louisiana Tech so far, I'd say. Can Lance get it? Oh.
Let's see here.
He's gotten a couple tips from his handler. Let's see if he gets it here.
167 here for Jackson, pushing through. What a grind. Very nice 3rd attempt here.
What a grind indeed. Austin with a great deadlift.
Oh my goodness.
Lance needs this bench, and it moves. It moves wonderfully. Will they give it? Yes.
Yes.
It's a good lift. Welcome back to the meet, Lance.
And now back to Austin. Austin told me yesterday, again, people were saying, I don't know if he can hit 606 on the platform. Hey, based on that.
Well, he hit 611. What do you?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Here's Jackson with 595 on the bar, 270.
Jackson looking to make easy work of this for a 2nd attempt, and he does. A little bit of a sticky lockout, but he holds on to it.
Solid bench from Jackson. Or not bench, sorry, deadlift.
Deadlift, yeah. Hard to see. We have 4 screens to look at right now. But We have Charles here on platform 3, retaking 175. Very big bench. And Danny here, ready to take 277.45 as well for a second attempt, setting up
Charles grinding out 175 for his bench attempt. He gets it up. Very, very close in the running.
Man, these 82s on platform 3 are making it very close. It's going to come down to deadlifts here. And will be a very entertaining watch to see these three battle it out at the top. Danny taking his time here with the setup. Very nice wedge.
Needs it.
Very well done. Very long arms, locking out at his knees almost.
Very, very good deadlift there.
We are on to thirds. The best, most exciting part of U-Day, in my opinion. Michael Ybarra will not be pulling his third deadlift. So he is done with his meet. Great showing so far at Collegiate Nationals in the 82 class. Kobe, strong wedge.
Come on, Kobe, finish it.
Oh, and the spotters are there to catch him just in case.
Carter Hoffman, 185 requested on the bar.
Nathan taking 287.5. Easy sumo deadlift there. Nathan looking to make up some ground on platform 1.
Here's Brandon Giddens setting up on platform 4 with 140 for his opener.
What will Nathan pull for his third? And looking like his total will get up there with the rest of the others.
Here's Carter getting ready to bench 185 kilos. He needs this bench to stay in first. Here's Arjun getting set to deadlift 267.5. And doesn't get it up to right. A great showing from him so far.
Carter here taking 185.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know you were like that. I didn't know it was like that. My bad.
My fault, bro.
My fault, bro. Matthew here getting ready to cap off a full day of lifting. Can he lock it out? Yes. Wonderfully
nice
done.
job from the KSU
Gives
barbell president.
Very well earned, Matthew. Great day of lifting. Congratulations for finishing your first Collegiate Nationals.
Here's Matthew on platform 2. Matthew Perez, can he lock it out?
What a pull.
Does hold on to it. And the judges give it.
Maybe 3 whites. Let's see.
A strong bench from Derek on platform 3. Also a very fast bench from Derek.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's on top. He knows. Hits the double biceps.
He is on top. And that wraps up bench
Josiah
on
here, 242.
It's going to be a 10-minute intermission on platform 3 as we transition into deadlifts.
And
do stick around.
Deadlifts wrap up on platform 2. Oh me, oh my.
Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my.
I think after Mark hitting this amazing
282.5
keys.
Ooh. Will they give it to him
They
though?
give it to him.
It's looking like
Maybe. No.
very slow results.
No, it looks like it was
it's
not
a
it.
no lift.
Now, big moment here for Austin Hutchison, Mr. Georgia Tech's 82. This is a pull to get him for Raw Nationals. Exactly on the money.
Nationals for his third
Austin, are you about to stand on business and show the
Austin.
rest of Georgia you are not to be played with? Do not mistake kindness for forgiveness. Let's see this, Austin.
Come on, Austin.
Come on, Austin.
You need this. Big pull.
I need to see it. Big pull here.
Come on.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my
Lock it
goodness.
out, Austin!
Go,
Let's
go,
go! Lock it out! Lock it out!
Yes! Austin!
Let's see. Will the judges give it 3 whites?
Austin! Did you just qualify for Raw Nats?
I
for
hear-
your third meet?
I hear some exclamation.
Austin, say it isn't so. Say it isn't so.
Austin, break this
What
streak
do
of
the
red.
refs say?
It's a good lift.
It's a good
Let's
lift.
go, Austin. Congratulations, Austin Hutchison. Man, oh man. What a great
He
first
started
meet.
powerlifting last year.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
crazy potential. This young man will go very far. Joshua Cho going for 265 for his third.
A grinder for a dash on platform 2. He gets it through.
Smoking 285. Adesh also, I believe, will have secured the Raw Nats total.
Congrats, Adesh. That's huge.
Very well done. Congratulations.
Here's
to that
Joshua
first
with a
fight.
strong pull. Oh, he had so much more. 3 white lights for him. He's happy about that. Platform 4, we're moving on to the second flight. Starting us off with Kobe Jenkins.
Platform 2 also moving in to the second fight here. A lot of bigger pulls coming in. 225 kilos as an opener is no joke for Russo. And then Kyle taking 267.5 as well. Can he get it?
Kyle.
There he, oh, losing balance there slightly.
It was so close, but hey, we'll hold on to him. That's a gym PR.
That is a gym PR. I'm taking, yeah. That's counting in my book.
Here's Cameron Lee going for 225. Easy.
160 bench press there in the bench shirt for Kobe. Very well done. And Jaden getting ready to take 275.
Jaden, he's pacing back and forth. He's stalking the bar. He's getting ready for this big 275 for his final deadlift.
Conventional, no, sumo. having fooled with the setup there. It's all good. Now, I'm going to say it right here, folks. I'm going to stand on this opinion. Sumo is not cheating. As someone who struggles with sumo positioning, it is not easy as you think it is. It is hard, and you know, a lot of our athletes making these pulls look easy. They've been putting hours into getting their technique.
Here's
And
Landon. Oh, Landon got a good lift for his second attempt on deadlifts.
Robin walking out to 232 and a half keys.
Brendan, a no lift for him on platform 4. He absolutely needed that bench, but he does have two more attempts. Solid attempt from Roman. Here's Georgia native Jackson Evans going for a big 277.5 for his final pull. He absolutely needs this deadlift. He's done it before. Can he do it again with competition standard? Come on. Oh. A nice try from Jackson. A great day overall from him. Here's another Georgia native, Jacob Hickman on platform 2, looking to open with 242.5 for his opener. Solid opener from Jacob. Danny up next on platform 1, looking to take 280, 2.5 kilos away from his second attempt. Looking to be a big pull. The Raging Cajuns are looking to get hype for Bobby Robinson, looking to start off his bench with 172.5 on platform 4. Faisal on platform 2, looking to pull 242.5 for his opener. A little bit wobble at the top, good nonetheless. An easy deadlift for Danny on platform 1. He looks happy about that. Bobby Robinson going for the brace. The slow descent, bring it to the chest, flies right up. Let's see. Is it a good lift? It was a great lift. Here's Kier on platform 2, representing Georgia State. Looking to pull 247.5 for his opener. Great lift from him. Expect great things coming forward. Here's Nathan Pan. 300 kilos for his pull. Oh, couldn't break the floor. A great showing from him. We have another Raging Cage on platform 4. Mason looking to bench 175. Platform 1, we are moving on to our second flight with Trent Mace opening us up with 205. Andy Zhang, platform 2, looking to open 250. Snappy deadlift from him. Welcome, special guest commentator Adam.
Hey guys, just here temporarily.
Temporary, very short temporary, as our main commentator came back. Trent Mace absolutely smoking 205. Here's Julio looking to open with 250. There's that prong belt that we've seen time and time again. 180 for Thomas. Specific instructions for his liftoff command.
250, very easy opener for Julio.
Julio.
I believe that's the correct pronunciation. Sorry if I did not pronounce it correctly. Cameron also taking 215 here. Man, I'm still recovering from that performance by Austin Hutchison. Just all the lifters in general after the third deadlift attempts have been very well done.
That was crazy.
And now, actually, fun fact about that flight. This is the last I'll say about it. Austin and Adesh were the only ones to get a successful third deadlift.
Wow.
Yeah, and they both qualified for Arnats.
That
very well
is
done.
Crazy.
Very well done.
Solid pull from Connor, starting with 265, representing UC Irvine. Here's Daniel Gill, representing Sam Houston State, looking to bench 180 for his opener. A solid bench from him.
Steven. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I do follow you on Instagram, and I've seen your deadlift. We'll see you well into the 300s.
Well into 300s. Well, first, let's see how this 287.5 goes.
Luis here taking 225, very easy. A little bit of a loss of balance, and he's unable to secure it. May have lost his grip there.
Jaden Lowe in contemporary first, looking to bench 185 on platform 4.
Steven, very well leveraged for this lift. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Oh.
Even he
yeah.
knows.
He knows.
He knows.
Now, getting that opener to move like that is how you really know. I mean, that's the thing with deadlifts. There's so much in the air in terms of what can happen. Least expectation in terms of whether it'll go well or will go horribly. So we'll see how our athletes do today.
It's going to be a no lift for Damien on platform 1, unfortunately. Moving on to Randy, looking to pull 232.5.
Randy, sorry. Landon's actually taking 240 to start our seconds here on platform 2.
Here's Kashami on platform 4, looking to bench 185 to finish openers of flight 2 on platform 4.
Randy is all smiles, wrapping up all of our spotters and loaders there. Nice to see some appreciation for them. You know, it's not easy doing that, being a spotter and loader. You got to move around a lot. You're moving all these weights, and you have to be very fast as people with the schedule. Randy, a little bit of a dip. Will it count?
Ooh, a no lift. A solid second attempt from Landon. Let's see what the judges give it. Kashami fighting that bench suit. Oh, but it explodes for an opener.
Will Jones here, 235 for an opener on platform 1. Openers are almost complete for this platform, for this flight. Now, seconds are also going underway on platform 2. Seeing a different range of jumps here. I mean, I think we've seen some very big jumps. Here seems some smaller jumps as well, but Yunsob can take 245 as a very easy second. At least it looked fast.
It looked very fast.
Never know how it actually feels to the lifter. That's always
Right.
something that we have to consider. And the handler will have to consider as well.
Here's Allen getting set to bench 132.5 on platform 4.
Oh, Will, making sure the weights are correctly loaded. Walking up the 240 keys. See how he does here. Now, you'll see a lot of our athletes have this white powder coated on their legs as well. Now, rest assured, that is not chalk. I repeat, that is not chalk. If our athletes are out there right now, I really hope it is not chalk as well, because that is actually baby powder.
But if it moves that well with chalk, is that like the ankle weights with Rock Lee?
Based Naruto reference. But yeah, so the purpose of baby powder, as you said, alluded to, is to reduce the friction as the weight moves up your legs there. But yeah, don't use chalk, folks. That's a rookie mistake. You use chalk on your legs, and that bar is not only not moving, it'll probably rip up your shins as well.
Very much so. Here's Brandon getting set under the bar for on platform 4 to bench 145.
Price taking 245 here for his open bench. A little bit of a wider grip. Wedging in. Lifts it up easily.
A solid deadlift of 245 from Cameron. Moving on to Jacob Hickman, looking to take 250 for his second attempt on platform 2.
And Jacob, I believe that is another IPF singlet, correct? Don't know which country it is, but it's one of the classic.
It's not a country, but it's from the team Barbell Medicine.
Ah, did not know that. Thank you for the lore.
Solid deadlift from him, though.
Very well done. Now Easton here taking 245. That's an opener. Easton to recover some weight here. Still very big pull on him.
Looks like deadlifts are under the weight on platform 3. Owan Tran opened up with 210 and was a great lift. Here's TJ
light work
to
for
open
Easton.
up 220. And like we were saying earlier, Easton has a monster deadlift, doesn't he?
He does. Based on his training, I believe Easton is good for at least 265, maybe 270.
We'll see.
We'll see.
TJ with a great deadlift on 220.
Here taking 257.5 keys here for his second attempt. Opting for these 10-kilo jumps.
The Raging Cajuns are getting up on their feet for Ethan as he gets set to bench 160 for his second attempt.
Trent walking out for this 217.5 kilo conventional pull, getting energized.
Great deadlift from Kier. He is happy about that.
Aim for Trent, very easy 217.5. Oh,
Chase.
Big setup here on platform 3, Chase.
Oh,
lock it out.
Come on, Chase.
Nice, very well done.
Bit of a grinder for an opener.
And now Chase wearing a deadlift suit there to execute that deadlift equipped. However, sometimes you'll see a lot of our equipped lifters will actually deadlift raw and not use a deadlift suit. It always comes down to preference. And getting in that deadlift suit is no easy task.
No easy task. Most of the time, it is a 2-person job to get into any suit, that is.
Yeah.
So when you see these equipped lifters walk out, or maybe there are 30 seconds and they finally walk out, it's because they have to put the suit back on.
And they are most likely not very comfortable as they're approaching the bar.
Here's Jackson getting set to bench 162.5 on platform 4.
And as we see a lot of these Midland athletes come out here and compete, we've actually done an interview here with the coach and head coach of Midland Powerlifting, and you can look out for that on Instagram if you're interested to learn more about Midland's powerlifting background. So be sure to follow the USAPL Instagram account. Lots of big material there for you to look into. And as well, another shout out goes to Barbell Productions for what they've been doing to really run this show. if you are an athlete who has already competed or will be competing later this weekend, please take a look at their media packages. They have some very high quality production here. Again, of course, thank you for them for letting us commentate. Connor, very long arms there, locking out basically on his knees.
280. Here's Brendan up next, Northeastern on platform 4. He's, oh, I believe, my bad. Kobe looking, there seems to be a little bit of confusion on platform 4, but we're going with it. Here's Kobe Jenkins, 165, looking to bench his second attempt.
And there's Steven on platform 2, 305. Okay, that is ridiculous.
That is crazy.
672.
But you said that he's pulled plus 300s with ease before.
Yeah, he is forecasted to have one of the highest totals for this class, well into the 700 kilos. Oh my goodness, Steven. Ooh. Looking like an opener, and he knows.
He knows.
What will Coach Man load up for that third attempt?
Who knows? Who knows? Ramiro up next, setting to bench 167.5 for his second attempt.
And I think another thing to notice is that because of how competitive 82.5 is as a weight class, it's hard to see a lot of these records being broken, and when they are, it's usually not by much at all. But looks like the screen has not refreshed on platform 2, but we should be having our thirds underway here.
Solid pull, platform 1. It's a good lift.
Platform 1 is almost done with their second attempts here, and I see a number.
A number?
I see a big number. I see a big number for Steven on platform 3 for his third. 320 kilograms.
The infamous 700?
Yeah.
700? All right, Steven. Show us what you're made of. I cannot wait.
I can't wait either. And platform 3 is also well underway with their openers. Very easy for Robert there.
Platform 4, Xavier set to come out, 177.5 for his second attempt.
Will taking 252.5 for a very good second there. And Roman looks like he makes up ground there.
For that second attempt. He moves to 8th place after that pull.
Xavier, 177.5 in the bench shirt for UTSA. Now, UTSA as well, one of those big schools.
In the men's equipped.
Well, looking at equipped, hey, well, UTSA has been doing very well in Raw so far. However, in equipped, they're still shy of that podium spot. See if they can make up some ground here.
Michael Lewis with a great opener. Moving on to Jared on platform 3. Looking to go for 265 for his opener. Here's Thomas on platform 4, looking to go 187.5.
Price taking 260 here. Big 15-kilo jump for a second.
Come on, Price.
Ooh, a little too much on the day.
Yeah, that 245 was a bit much
Bit
for
of
him.
a grind, yeah. We'll see what his coach says.
Ooh, flying deadlift from Jared on platform 3. Here's Easton, 260. Can he get this?
And platform 2 will most likely be our first to wrap up for the day of this session. We are heading into our final few deadlifts, all well into the high 500s, 600s, and as you will see shortly,
700.
Easton, 260 here for a second. Very well done. Good call for a second.
Great call for a second.
Very
Jacob grinding
close.
for 260 though on platform 2.
Oh, and he loses his hook.
Just loses the grip.
Edgar taking, My goodness, 287 and a half kilos.
That is crazy.
Let's see how this moves. Edgar looking like one of our taller 82 and a half lifters. Still up there, eating and holding his ground.
Finds the grip. Oh!
Bruh.
Hey, I mean,
I did not know he was like that. Mason taking 187 and a half again for ULL. ULL with a big showing here.
Faisal with 3 white lights after his 260.
Very well done. And now Trent getting the entire Auburn contingent behind him, getting ready for this big 230 pull.
He's gonna need this pull.
Let's see it, Trent.
Come on, Trent.
Yup. Very well selected for a third attempt there. Points up. And that's a good lift.
That is a great lift. Here's Cameron Lee on
Congratulations.
platform 2, looking to take 262 and a half. He gets it, smiles at the top.
And the Raging Cajuns making himself known in front of the camera. As you
Platform
can see.
4. Tune in to Bobby Robinson, looking to bench 190 for his second attempt.
Just shy of 420 pounds, rather. Damien taking 235. Very well done for his third. Very good day for him so far. And Kier dapping up the spotters, getting them into it. 265. This is around 584 pounds. That's a 6-plate deadlift.
That is a 6-plate deadlift. If he gets this, he moves to 16th place.
Come on, lock it out, Kier.
Lock it out.
Very well done.
Great pull.
I think that's a good lift. Let's see what the judges say.
Oh, a no lift.
Maybe some hitching motion there. And he walks over to Nick or the judges, I believe.
Yeah, they might try to contest that for sure.
See what happens.
Randy with a good lift of 240. Platform 4,
TJ.
Louisiana Tech's Kashami looking to bench 190 for his second attempt.
TJ with the Dragon Ball Z inspired setup. Can he hit this deadlift? And he does.
He does. 230 was right on the money. Let's see if he can squeeze out 232 and a half.
Another 2.5 keys would be good. And Andy smoking 275. Walking off with some swagger there.
Great third attempt from him.
Good selection there from Andy. Great day for Andy overall, I believe. 9 for 9. Andy securing the 82 and a half junior qualifying total.
Nice job, Andy. And a great job from Luis. 3 white lights from his 253rd attempt.
And now we have Connor getting ready to walk up here, or I believe Julio. Apologies there for confusion. Taking 280 here.
Julio, part of the Seminoles. If he makes this pull, he gets a 10th place. A grinder from Nick on platform 1. Does he get it?
Braden gets 250
Oh,
there.
he does not, unfortunately.
Julio, will this be a good lift? Yes,
Yes.
cracking into that top 10, collecting some points for his team, and top 10 at the national level is no joke.
Jaden Lowe with an excellent bench of 192 and a half.
And now, platform 2, we're into our last 2 deadlifts here. Connor taking 295 keys. Strong
This is
wedge.
huge.
What a pull. And he, man, that was ridiculously
That
fast.
was way too fast for a third. What?
Oh, he can hear the
Yes.
scream from here.
Yes, here's
Will,
Will.
grinding. Can he lock
Get
it out?
it? Oh, so close. Nice try from him.
Great determination and grit there. And now our heaviest
Pull.
deadlift.
Platform 2. Tune into platform 2. Everyone that's watching, please watch platform 2. Steven is going to pull 320 kilos. That is 705 pounds. If he pulls this, he will stay in contemporary first.
now we're going to see how.
Come on, Steven.
Steven.
Come on.
Taking his time. Oh, my good. No.
No.
Oh, looks like
so
the
close.
bar was very slightly in front of him. He thanks the crowd.
A great showing nonetheless.
And here is an overview of the rankings so far for the Raw men's category. Midland securing that first place lead as of now. Still plenty of lifting to go.
Lots of lifting to go. UTSA second place with 33 points. Texas A&M with 30 points.
And again,
It's going to be a large lead between the top three right now.
Texas A&M has still plenty of lifters left to go. UTSA also has several lifters left to lift. So these rankings can change very easily. Again.
Stick around for awards on platform 3, or you can watch platforms 1, 3, and 4 right now, as Easton is about to pull 270 kilos for his last pull of the day.
The same weight it's loaded on platform 3 for Brennan for a second. Easton, I believe this is a all-time PR. Let's see this.